Today we're looking at how long you would survive under certain circumstances, starting with being born. Which, if you're watching this video, you have done this. And the average survival time for someone being born is 75 years.
That seems pretty high. I think that's probably in more developed countries. 75 years is the average, but also women live longer than men. So we're screwed, guys.
The global average age for human death is around 72 to 77 years, Alec.
75 being in the middle.
That is actually spot on.
That's literally
for the
spot
rest of
on.
the video, guys. Do not
Hot start for Alec.
do not believe anything that I say.
Yep.
So you're telling me I'm already 1/3 through my life?
Yes, Jack.
Ah!
It's setting in. It's really setting in. And this is like the highest. It could get lower. Next up, we have 75 years you would survive without a phone, which is the same as having a phone or just being born, guys. You can survive without your phone.
I don't believe this because there have been so many times in my life where I probably would have died without a phone because I don't know how to get from point A to point B without using GPS. And I also don't know sometimes how to speak the language in different countries. So how would I do that without my phone? I would get lost out there and I would probably die.
You would not die.
You would be fine, Jack. And so would you. Get off Roblox.
How do I get my money? What if I lose my wallet? My phone is the only way that I can buy flight tickets.
Oh my God. We've lost Jack.
Next up, apparently you can only survive for 30 years if the only thing that you eat is McDonald's.
I'm gonna call cap on that one because I'm pretty sure I watched a YouTube video about this guy in Wisconsin that has eaten McDonald's every single day. He gets a Big Mac and he's like 77 years old.
Yeah, but does he only eat McDonald's or he just eats McDonald's every day?
He just eats McDonald's every day, like it says.
So he could eat other stuff.
Yeah, this also might just be an average as well of 30 years. Like maybe that guy is an anomaly and managed to make it 70 years, but maybe most people who eat McDonald's every single day only make it around 30 years.
I wonder how many studies have been done on McDonald's consumption every single day.
Well, if anyone out there wants to do a pizza consumption,
I'll do McDonald's.
I'm your guy.
Scientists watching, please. I'm willing.
Are you sure you're dropping your lifespan by considerably 45 years?
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay, we're really dropping down right now. We're going all the way to only 50-day survival time without pooping. Drug mules often withhold stool to avoid being prosecuted.
I wonder what happens. Like, do you just explode eventually because you have so much poop in your belly? Or like, how, you just like die? You're like, oh, too much poop. Body shuts down.
I always thought it was one of those things where like your body will force you to do it. Like if you're underwater and then you need to breathe, your body's not gonna let you just drown. You're gonna try to swim up to breathe. Just like if you need to poop, you're gonna poop.
Well, what if they like sew your butt shut? Like they make it impossible to poop. That's probably what it's talking about.
Who is they?
What a genius idea for like a torture method. Like back in the day, I could totally see that happening.
Why are we calling this genius? This is devilish.
Well, it's for torture, Jack. It's not going to be good.
You guys need Jesus in your lives. Next up,
We got a survival time of 40 days, and this is 3.5 teravolts of radiation. Does anyone know what that means?
I'm assuming it's like if there's a nuclear explosion and then the different nuclear areas that are impacted. I'm assuming like if there's like just certain spots that you only will survive for 40 days if you're in that radioactivity zone.
Yeah, okay. How far? So if you drop a nuke, how far away do you think you'd still get the 3.5?
It depends how big the nuke is.
3.5 SV of radiation. That's a very high level of exposure. So it's saying that you're like decently close to the impact radius.
Yeah,
you'd have to be. 40 days is nothing.
You'd be like in a slow microwave for 40 days straight until you're just dead. Next up though, apparently you can survive for 21 days without any food. For this one, I'm pretty sure it matters how fat you actually are because your body starts eating your fat. So if you're, let's say, like think like Adam, for example, and you're like 400 pounds, you could probably last like 90 to 120 days without any food. But if you're like Jack and you're in like tip-top shape and have like a fully defined six-pack without any fat on you whatsoever, then maybe you only last like a week. Who knows?
I saw this one documentary, and this guy, he didn't eat for 365 days. And he went from 600 pounds all the way down to 300 pounds.
Did he perhaps like drink smoothies though, or was it like did he have any?
It was just water, but he like had electrolytes in the water.
Okay. Yeah, see? So that is a lie.
Gandhi survived 21 days with only a few sips of water while he was in prison.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad we got top-notch scientists on this one, guys. We got...
Yeah, cheers to that.
What the heck is this next one? You can only survive 11 days with the coronavirus? What? Nah.
That's definitely not true. I think everyone got corona and like barely statistically anyone really died.
Yeah, right. They're saying 6% of cases become critically ill. So I guess if you're critically ill,
Okay.
and also if you have a predisposition to dying, then yeah, 11 days and you're gone.
Everyone has a predisposition to dying.
That's true. Next up, survival time of 10 days if you eat a poisonous mushroom. I don't know which one. Apparently, Amanita phalloides is a pretty bad one because you're gonna be dead in 10 days.
It says that you keep feeling better, then sick, and then your insides are slowly liquefied. Oh my god.
So at the beginning, it probably feels so good though. Imagine you feel like liquid.
You feel that your insides turn to liquid? I can't imagine that feels good at all. Next up though, you can only survive 10 days without sleep. Your metabolic rate may speed up and you will burn more calories, but then you also die. So I wouldn't recommend not sleeping.
There's got to be a world record for most time awake for somebody.
There is. Someone streamed it on Twitch.
How long?
Yeah, I forget.
I gotta look that
I
up.
think it was like 100 hours. I forget
The
though.
longest is 11 days without sleep. They used to do a lot of experiments about this actually back in like the 50s and the 60s, just to test the human body, and they would give them different drugs to make them stay awake, the test subjects. But yeah, somebody in 1964 survived 11 days without sleeping.
He probably went insane after though, because sleep is so important to keep your sanity and stay like normal in the brain.
Well, apparently after a while, yeah, you will start to hallucinate. You'll start to feel drunk. Your brain will actually turn itself off, even though you technically are still awake. It'll go into like a pseudo sleep because it needs to regenerate some of the stuff that happens when you're sleeping. And then after, I want to say like 4 or 5 days, then you just have full on psychosis and you're going to hear things that aren't there. You're going to see things that aren't there. You're going to say, "Hi, Mom, welcome home." And your mom's going to be in China and she's not even going to be there.
Yeah, your mom's been dead for 30 years.
No, she's in China.
Well, that'd be a fun way to see your mom again if it's been a while.
That's insane.
Anyway, you can only survive 7 days without water.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather die to starvation or die to no water?
Dehydration.
Option C, in my sleep peacefully.
That's a nice one.
I'd rather die of starvation. You know that feeling when you just need water? Oh my god.
Water. I think SpongeBob says that.
Next up, survival time of 7 days that you will die from food poisoning if it doesn't resolve on its own. This is very extreme cases of food poisoning.
I actually didn't know food poisoning could be deadly. I've gotten food poisoning before and I just poop a lot.
Wait, Alec, can you say the word poisoning real quick?
Poisoning?
Oh, okay.
Now say food.
Food?
Now say food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
Okay.
Was I-
You
was I
were,
saying
you were
it weird?
saying it so weird. You were
Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. Hey, that happens.
Yeah.
Alex French.
All right, next up is you would only survive 4 days if you hold the little pee-pee and you can't go with the pee-pee and the poo-poo.
Wait, what is that image? Is that his pee or is that his PP?
Is that no swimming? I don't know.
Is that Conor McGregor? Guys.
What?
What? No, chill. Stop.
Anywho.
I think the longest that I held a pee in for was in Mexico when we were going to a resort shack, and I held it for like a 2-hour car ride.
Why'd you get all quiet? Where's this going?
I just felt like it gets to a point where it actually hurts. Like you'd rather keep it in than pee because it hurts so bad. Then when you finally pee, it hurts from the inside. So I can't even imagine 4 days.
Neither can I. I have a very tiny bladder. I probably pee like 10 plus times per day. There was a one time when I was on a bus ride from my house to the airport and I really had to go. And it got to the point where I actually got off the bus and I was walking around like this because I couldn't feel my kidneys. So I walked like this to the bathroom. And then I think I sat there for like a good 30 minutes and it was like Niagara Falls.
Sat
He had to
there?
sit
You
there.
sit
I
to
couldn't
pee?
stand. I could not stand up. I had to sit.
Oh my god, Jack sits to pee. That's crazy.
It's actually a lot less
Wow.
messy.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Oh, this is a fun next one. You can survive for 28 hours if you hang upside down. And this is why when people were crucified, like 90% of the time they would do them upright. But sometimes they would crucify people upside down and then they would die way quicker.
Hey, yo.
Oh, wait, everything I just said apparently is a lie because the next one's crucifixion and you die quicker than 28 hours.
Well, Alec, that's because they're bleeding.
I don't think so. I think it's because their heart failure and their compressed lungs.
Oh.
I'm already feeling kind of dizzy from that, guys.
I think that's cap, I swear. I'm pretty sure you survive longer from that.
When's the last crucifixion that happened where they would have this type of information?
Crucifixion was a slow death and lasted several days. See, I'm literally smarter than this video. What are you saying 24 hours for? Oh my god.
You don't even know how to
it's only
say the
24
word.
hours if it's only 24 hours if you're upside down, or if they put your hands higher than your head. That'll get you good too. But if they're straight out this way, you're good for a couple days.
You don't even
Just
know.
saying.
You don't even know how to say the word poison.
The last
Poison.
crucifixion was April 18th in 2025.
What?
They did it in the Philippines.
Philippines! The only thing worse than doing that to somebody is giving somebody a rattlesnake bite, because the survival time is only 21 hours. Only 1 in 736 patients who are bitten actually die.
You got it wrong, Adam. You got it all wrong. It's a rattlesnake bite, okay?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like fun. But there are cures to it, so I think the only way you'd really die is if you can't get to a hospital in time.
I actually heard that if a rattlesnake bites you, that if you actually bite it back and kill it, that you'll be fine.
No, you gotta suck out the poison. You bite it, and then you suck your own blood and get the poison out.
Aren't you sucking the poison with your mouth? Isn't that going?
No, and then you open up the snake's mouth and you spit in the snake's mouth, make it swallow it, and then it dies to its own poison.
Is this real? Because I'm gonna write this
The
down.
circle
yeah.
of life.
That's what the Hawk Tuah girl was talking
Real
about.
question. I'm being serious. Is peeing on it an actual method of stopping the poison?
No. I read that it's actually not good for anything.
No, but it is good to pee in a sink because you save water. Next up, we have you can survive for 16 hours at the top of Mount Everest. Wait,
Wow.
that's it?
Yeah.
I feel like this is very dependent on like what you're wearing, how much food you have.
Oxygen's super low up there too.
Well, what if I bring enough oxygen for 24 hours?
You wouldn't be able to.
Dude, I don't understand what is killing you because people hike that all the time.
It's the oxygen and the cold.
Yeah, but you can wear clothes, you can start a fire.
What
There's
about
not
the
enough
oxygen?
to breathe? I
Yes.
mean, yeah, but
You have to wear masks
I
when
don't
you get
know.
up
That
there.
sounds silly.
The internet is saying that if you're at the absolute summit, which is the top of Mount Everest, you can only survive for 30 minutes before you will die from literally, even if you have anything. If you have oxygen, if you have stuff, like you're gonna freeze and you're gonna run out of air.
What I just said.
But 30 minutes?
That's crazy. Wait, so anyone who says that they hiked Mount Everest didn't actually hike Mount Everest? Like they hiked half of Mount Everest.
What are you talking about?
No one makes it to the top.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they make it to the top quick and they get out. That's why so many people die when they do it.
Yeah, but that 30-minute timer isn't like just once you put your foot on the top. It's like, I'm sure the more you go up, it's like, okay, now I have 1 hour, but I'm still going up. Now I have 20 minutes. Oh my God, I'm still going up. Now I have 5 minutes left and I just made it to the top. Now I gotta get back down. No way.
Let's see. So the latest camp that you are actually able to safely be at is called Camp 4, and it takes climbers 7 to 12 hours to get up to the peak.
Is that at the peak? Oh, it's 7 hours before the peak.
Yeah, 7 hours from the camp to the peak. You have to travel upwards about 3,000 feet.
Shenanigans.
Oh my gosh.
Bulligans, if you will. Next up, if you get buried alive, you can survive for 5.5 hours. That's way more than I thought, to be honest, because I feel like there's no air, and then you would die from suffocation. But no, you can survive for 5.5 hours.
I guess that does make sense if you're in a nice, roomy coffin, that you will have enough air for a little bit.
At least you died peacefully. It said you'd be sleepy and you died peacefully.
Doesn't seem peacefully to me at all. It's pitch black, just yourself, and then you lose oxygen.
Do I have my cell phone?
No, you have nothing. You're butt naked.
Okay, if I die, please don't bury me butt naked. Put me in, like, I don't know what I'm wearing that day. And then also, give me my phone, just in case it's a false alarm.
You gotta make a phone call down there. Play some Roblox in your last couple minutes.
Hey guys, I'm actually alive. Please help. I got 5.5 hours.
Now, if you guys thought 5.5 hours was quick, you actually die quicker if you drink bleach, which I wouldn't recommend. Not a very smart idea, but you die in 4 hours.
I drink bleach, never, but sometimes I put it in my eyeballs after I see something weird.
4 hours is long. I thought people that drink bleach die quick. I thought that's why they drink bleach.
Well, it's like you poison yourself.
Yeah. You have to drink it for 4 hours straight?
Maybe if you drink like a gallon of bleach, you die in like 30 minutes, maybe? I don't know.
What was the one challenge? Like the Tide Pod challenge?
Yeah, people were faking doing that. It wasn't even
Thank
real,
God.
I don't think.
Thank God. That's awful.
some people would-
Faking it?
Yeah, people would make fake Tide Pods, then eat it, and then they would say that they were real.
Why didn't you tell me that 5 years ago?
Well, I thought it was funny if you did it.
Check did it for real.
We can do the Tide Butt Challenge next.
All right, next up, you'd only survive 15 minutes if you have a severe allergic reaction. So that's why the EpiPen is so important for those people that like eat peanut butter. Oh, I can eat peanut butter.
I've had several very severe allergic reactions in my life, and it is very scary because you feel really sick, like you have the flu, and then your throat starts to close up, so you can't really breathe anymore.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah like you know. You can't relate to that, Adam.
No, Adam has asthma, so he knows.
I struggle breathing on the daily, so I get it.
That might be your diabetes. I'm not sure.
No. Adam's nose is similar to like a blue whale, where it's like a big opening but small actual hole where the air goes through. It's like a funnel.
Right. Yup. Okay, moving forward. You can survive for 10 minutes in deep underwater. We've actually watched a couple of videos of this of people who scuba dive, and when you get to certain depths, it starts to feel like you're drunk, and then you're like very delusional, and the next thing you know,
Yep.
GG.
They should really clarify how deep we're talking here.
It says deep.
Because like that could be the deep end of a swimming pool, which is 8 feet. That could be deadly.
Jack, that's not deep.
To a baby, that's probably deadly.
Yeah, I fell in the water as a baby, and then my uncle asked my dad. He was like, "Hey, I didn't know Jack could swim." And then my dad was like, "Oh," and then he dived in and then saved me.
It's dove. All right, what's next, Adam?
Next is you can only survive 10 minutes in freezing temperatures below 30 degrees Celsius. That is due to this word called hyperthermia.
Not true. That's not true.
What?
For me, at least, I can survive.
Negative 30 degrees Celsius.
All you have to do is just flex all your muscles, specifically your booty cheeks, and you're good. You just do this. And then your whole body stays warm. It's like, it's really that easy.
Please go to Mount Everest and try that at the tippy top.
Did you guys know that there are indigenous people in the Arctic Circle that live there in these conditions?
See, Adam? I don't know why you doubt anything I say anymore. Like, I've been right every single time. It's not that hard.
They are masters of the cold climate. They actually have evolved over the years to have like thicker skin, and they have like more fat than most people.
Adam, you'd fit in perfectly over there.
The next one, you'd only survive 3 minutes if you start choking on food. Jack, don't even start. Jack, don't play around with this.
Imagine Jack dies right now and his cause of death is choking on nuts. I actually don't think I would save you because that's too funny. It's too funny of a gravestone meme.
I'm doing fine, guys.
Choked on nuts.
This mainly happens to children and elderly people, and the brain would die after 3 minutes because lack of oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, that's why I've learned the Heimlich maneuver, so that if any of my friends or siblings are choking, I can just give them a Heimlich.
Yep. Alec and I practice that at least 2 times a week.
Yeah, it's all in the hips. Next up, we have, it takes 3 minutes to die to cyanide. Cyanide poisoning.
What do you
No, I
have-
was laughing at what I just said earlier.
Oh.
Cyanide is a poison that is used to kill people. A lot of assassins have used it. It's, very deadly. And it's apparently easy to sneak into, like, people's drinks. And, yeah, it'll get you in about 3 minutes.
Is this the stuff in movies where they have a tooth, they have a fake tooth with cyanide in it, and then if ever they get compromised, they bite, they break the tooth, and then they die?
They might use cyanide. Yeah, that could be. But that's not just movies, Adam. That's a real thing. That's based off of real things. It's in case soldiers get kidnapped. This way, if they're getting tortured, so that they don't give up any info, they just kill themselves. I mean, they end themselves.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah, pretty sad.
Pretty sure you can make it if you get a bunch of apple seeds.
I'm sure ChatGPT would teach you how to do that.
I'm not gonna do that. Next up, guys, you would only survive 2 minutes by being boiled in water.
I really hope it's lower than that. That sounds like the worst 2 minutes of existence, dude.
Some people just throw crabs into boiling water. They're alive for 2 minutes in there?
No way. It's gotta be shorter than that, dude. 2 minutes is insane. That was only 3 seconds.
It's so scary to think that this has actually probably happened to lots of people over the course of human history.
Oh, yeah. And there's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad, but there's definitely way worse torture methods that people came up with over the time. It's sad to even think about.
We just came up with 2 this video. One was sewing a butt. That would have lasted 50 days of torture.
And if you thought that boiling in water would take a while and was terrible, how about 2 minutes on Mercury? You're dead. You're dead. It has extreme temperatures. I don't even know that it has oxygen at all to breathe. Like, the atmosphere there is probably so different from Earth. I think 2 minutes is a lot, if I had to guess. But that would be a cool way to go. Like, if of all the ways I could die, dying on Mercury sounds pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure Mercury has a sweet spot too, where you can maybe survive longer if you had a spacesuit.
Yeah, like right in the middle. Good point.
Next up, you'd only survive 1 minute being burned alive.
That is my worst nightmare, I think. That is terrible. But actually, they say that if your like house is on fire or whatever, most times people pass out from the smoke and and lack of oxygen, so that when they actually do burn, well, it's not because of, so when they actually do burn and die to the fire, they don't even feel it because they're passed out.
I wonder what what it feels like to get burned alive. It's probably like a pretty crazy sensation, right?
Whoa, Jack.
No,
Whoa,
I'm sure
Jack.
it's another. I'm sure it's like walking on Legos. Yeah.
I wonder what it feels like, because after a while, probably like it starts to feel like a bunch of nothing, because you're just on fire.
Yeah, your nervous
No,
system
because
would go
you're
into
dead.
overload.
It's actually a good thing to be on fire. A lot of people like say, like, if you're doing good, like, hey, that guy's on fire.
That's a good point.
I think you're ice cold right now, actually.
Oh.
Some terrible
People
takes
say
on
that
Jack.
too. Ice in my veins. Next up, it'll take you 1 minute to die if you shove a fork into your electrical socket.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
This is actually a really good reminder because I kind of forgot. Like, if somebody's in the middle of getting shocked, you shouldn't touch them because all of that electrical current goes to you.
No, you gotta tackle them. Like if someone's grabbing onto something, you don't just like slowly just push them. You sprint as fast as you can and tackle them because you'll get shocked for like a second, but at least you knock them off and then you both get knocked off together instead of just touching them.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Next up though, apparently you survive for 40 seconds if you get hanged.
Unless your name is Alec, because if he tries to hang himself, the entire wall just breaks and he'll survive.
It's honestly so easy to survive. You just do this.
Can't you just like grab and just like pull yourself?
No, they tie your hands behind your back, stupid.
Dang it!
Who is they? Who is they?
Have you guys never like, been hanged? Like, this is
No.
this applesauce and
Who is
I
they?
I could probably bite my way out of it.
No, well, actually, I thought it would have been way quicker than 40 seconds because if you choke someone out, you can choke them out in 5 seconds if you do it right. But also, a lot of times when you get hanged, you drop like a couple feet and then your neck snaps, bang. And then you're cooked like almost instantly. 40 seconds seems like there was a malfunction in the hanging.
Wait, oh my gosh. So, in the United States, a secondary method of execution in New Hampshire is hanging. But this is only for people that that had the death sentence before 2019, because that's when they ended the death penalty in New Hampshire.
Bro, I just looked up how long do you survive a hanging and a suicide hotline popped up for me. It says help is available in big letters. Oh no.
At one point, hanging was the primary method of execution in the US.
So you can hang yourself for 30 seconds and that's just like, you're fine.
No. There's probably going to be severe lack of blood and oxygen to the brain, and then you'll have brain damage.
Okay, 15 seconds.
Maybe. My God. 30 seconds in a volcano.
Okay, we're getting to the nitty gritty now. Next up, we got 30 seconds you'd survive falling into a volcano.
I would have thought it would have been way quicker. I mean, if it's real like lava down there, I think like 5 seconds.
Inching in, or is this like a full-on cannonball dive?
If you
It's gotta be. I mean, you're falling in, so I'm saying you cannonball in there into
Directly
lava.
into the lava. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
lava killed the Terminator, guys. I mean, that is some real serious power. Next, out in space, you would survive for 15 seconds without a spacesuit. I also would think that this is way less because isn't there like there's like no pressure or something out there? It's actually freezing cold. I thought you would freeze instantly. I think this is a question Jack knows for some reason. Jack, you have the floor.
I think you're correct. However, your body's pretty resilient and it can adapt to situations. So I think that it will survive for a little bit. It's not like you'll be able to enjoy it because you're going to be out there frozen like a popsicle floating in outer space, but you'll still technically be alive for 15 seconds.
It's like only your
Yes.
eyeballs can move. You're just frozen, and for 15 seconds, you're like,
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you do a cannonball into a volcano.
Because as long as your heart's beating, you're still technically alive. Next up, you'd only survive 3 seconds in 9 Gs of acceleration.
I'm really surprised about that because fighter pilots, I believe, get up to 5 or 6 Gs, maybe even more. But apparently you die if you get up to 9. A lot of fighter pilots, actually, while they go through training, as they're training for that much G-force, they pass out. And there's a very specific tactic to actually not pass out. And you have to breathe like really hard and in a specific tempo. It's like...
Jack does the same thing before he has to take a crap.
It's a very specific way to breathe
Brace.
in order to not pass out. Look, you guys can laugh at me. You can be like, oh, you're so silly. Whoop, whoop. It's true. Look it up. Everything I've said today has been true.
I believe you. I think they're probably talking about like instant G. Like if you went from like 0G to 9G or something, like you're probably gonna die. But if you work your way up to it, like fighter jets do, then you're probably gonna be like more fine.
9G is insane, Jack.
9G's crazy.
ChatGPT says that you could survive up to 17G.
See, that's why Jack was so confident saying that, because he looked it up before he said that.
Nobody's surviving 17G.
I mean, if you're trained.
Wait, what do fighter jets get up to?
Fighter jets sustain 9 to 10 G for several
Alec,
seconds.
you idiot! I was going based off your
Darn it.
information.
That's the first thing I said that was
Oh
wrong all
my
day.
gosh, dude.
F1 drivers have survived crashes 60 to 80 G.
Okay, there's different G's then, because that's no way.
That's more like lateral G.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, would you guys say I'm a G or no? Am I 1G?
Top G. The highest survived G-force ever recorded was 179 G
What are we
from
even
a
doing?
race car driver.
We're talking about G's, Adam.
No,
You
this
wouldn't
is
get
it says lateral acceleration, Jack. That's horizontal.
Well, it seems like Jupiter has a ton of G's because on Jupiter, you would only be able to survive for 1 second. In fact, there's not even any surface or land. On Jupiter, you would just be falling through its atmosphere, then die in 1 second.
Nobody even knows what's at the center. Isn't that crazy?
I have a prediction. I think that there actually is land there.
Yeah, there's gotta be. There's no way that's just a floating gas, right?
That's what I think.
There has to be
Doesn't
something
make-
holding all the gas into like a planet-shaped form, into
I
an
agree.
atmosphere.
It's kind of like how my stomach holds in my gas, and then I let it out here and there.
Next up, only 1 second on Venus. It would feel like you are in a pizza oven until you vaporize.
Sounds kind of fun, actually.
noted.
That's a fun second.
And we've made it to the final one. Jack?
You die from nuke blast. Sorry, guys.
1
You
second.
can't survive that.
Makes sense.
That might be shorter. It might be quicker. If you're like standing on a nuke and it explodes, you're dead in 0.1 seconds. You're just fully exploded.
You
GG.
don't even die. You just disappear.
We can all agree that dying in a nuclear blast will be pretty painful. But somehow, it's nothing compared to the school's worst punishments. Starting off easy with detention.
It's still $0. An instant detention. Detention is a punishment where students are required to be in an undesirable place, oftentimes after school as well. So you kind of have to stay after, and it's not fun.
Have you guys ever got real detention?
I did twice, yeah.
I did. I got lunch detention, which meant that I just had to stay during lunch and then help clean up after lunch.
Sounds awesome. You get all the free food.
No, I just had to throw it away.
At our school, some of the students for 1 week had to clean up the entire cafeteria after lunch. And there was one day I skipped it on accident. I just didn't realize I was on lunch duty. And so I got detention. And then I had to stay after school for like an hour and clean up some like stuff in the library. Not fun.
I actually got suspended one time and I couldn't come into school for 2 days. I won't say why, but you just stay in
This is
school,
true.
kids.
You dirty dog.
Yeah,
So
Jack was he was a bad
No,
boy.
no, it was a misunderstanding, guys.
Yeah, misunderstanding.
comment down below what you think he did. I'm gonna heart the comment that's right. Okay, next up we have chopping off hair. In Western countries, this is now considered assault. Yeah, that's
That
true.
is 0.1 doll, which is from the Department of Labor. It is a unit of pain. So it's how much pain and embarrassment that the thing causes.
Okay,
So
I
this is
was
pretty
wondering
low.
what that was. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jack.
it's really not too painful to
It's
get a
more mental
haircut.
pain.
Sometimes though, your barber might, cut you a little bit or whatever it might be. So it's not too painful. It's just more embarrassing than anything else.
That's crazy.
feel like-
It's now considered assault? Are you
Well,
serious?
I feel like it kind of depends on how much hair you're chopping off, right? If somebody buzzes my entire head, that might be a 10 on the Dole scale for me. This doesn't grow back
no,
easy.
no. Dole is like pain.
Yeah,
Pain-wise.
I think it's just
I know.
pain, like physical
like
pain.
physical pain.
Yeah. Physical, emotional, mental. That causes all sorts of pain for some people.
You're crazy.
Next up, 0.3 on the Dole scale, tickled with a feather. The body movements of someone being tickled are the same as someone in pain. Did you guys know that?
That's such a
What?
weird fact. No, I don't think it is at all. Like when I'm getting tickled, I'm like this. But when I'm
It
in
actually
pain-
is. It's an evolutionary response that it kind of mixes together pain with pleasure. Do you know how pain and pleasure are sometimes closely related in the internal system of the body?
Whoa,
so getting
speak for
tickled
yourself, Jack.
is
Speak for
something-
You little
yourself.
freaky boy.
No, it's
You
for
little freaky boy,
everybody.
Jackie.
It's for everybody, guys. That's why when you get tickled, your body starts to shake uncontrollably because it's a fear response to
I
what's
don't
happening
shake
to you.
uncontrollably when I stub my toe, though. I grab my toe, I look at it, and I think about licking it, but I don't. But that's not what happens when someone tickles my toe.
We're discovering like a crazy side of Jack today. Detention. He likes to get tickled,
told you.
pleasure and pain.
Back in his
no, I
heyday.
didn't say I like it. No, I'm just saying
Jack
that
is a
the
crazy
tickle
little
thing
boy.
is weird.
Let's move on before it gets too weird. Jack's having a day.
I just read the fact.
I'm so glad I went to a different school than you guys. This is crazy.
Nah, you missed
Adam,
out, Adam. You
You're
really
like a
missed
sweaty
out.
elephant right now.
All right, next up we have our highest doll so far, 5, which is called gating. I've never heard of this before, but it is one who has been gated is not permitted to leave the establishment.
Oh.
That
It's like a
sounds a
Mr.
lot
Beast
like
challenge.
detention to me.
It's kind of like detention, but even worse, because what if you have to stay there for like multiple days?
Overnight.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's wait. That
How is that
turns
even
into
legal?
prison.
That's like it's like kidnapping. That sounds terrible.
Some people, and I don't want to point any fingers, some people do this willingly. Some people don't leave the house for days.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, who would do that? That's like
Yeah, not
weird.
me. Nah, not
Like
me,
it
guys.
sounds so terrible to just like play video games and eat pizza for 4 days straight and never leave a room. That's that's so stupid.
Check
Leave
out
a like
Alex
on today's
100
video.
days videos.
Leave a like on today's video if you guys would never do that.
Next up is 0.5 on the Dole scale. It's called a Karzer. A Karzer was a designated lockup room to incarcerate students as a punishment.
Yeah. This must have been from the olden days because I don't remember this being in my school. Comment down below if you guys have this in your school. I don't remember there being like a prison inside of my school.
Yeah, I think just punishments back in the day, not just in school, but in general, were much more severe. Like the
Yeah.
guillotine, for example. That was common practice back in the day.
In schools? Are we about to
wait,
see
wait,
that later?
no, no,
Schools?
no,
Alec,
I'm
we're
not
talking
saying
about
in
school punishments, Alec. There was no guillotine.
Dude, imagine
no.
later if we see like
Let me
hangings
finish!
or punching in the face.
That was in the middle of my sentence and you're both starting to
Spankies.
yell at me! My point was, I think society in general, back in the day, was just much more harsh with punishments in general. And so that probably also translated into school. Adam, mute your phone!
Turn off your phone, Adam, or else we're
Sorry.
gonna put you in a Karzer.
That was my girl. She texted me. She said what's up. You know how it be.
It's our mom. I know, because she texted me too.
Oh, you're in
She
that group
texted
chat?
me 3.
Yes. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, 0.9 on the Dole scale, wearing a sign. A rope hanging around your neck can give you the feel of weak pain.
What are these
Also
random
do,
facts?
if they put it around your neck and on the sign, it says dunce or dummy or nincompoop. That could be
dirt
pretty
boy.
embarrassing.
I think they
Yeah,
should do
again,
that.
embarrassing.
For anyone who like fails an exam, they should have that student wear that for like the next week.
just
that
says,
would
"Loser."
incentivize people not to fail.
Idiot.
It would
Yeah,
work
just
on
says
me. I
idiot.
would not want to wear that sign.
Low IQ individual.
Imagine like you have to wear it and one day you don't wear it and like the professor's like, where's your sign? Put the sign on. And they're just like forcing you to wear it all the time.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't think that's as bad though as going in the Karzer, which is basically prison.
I think it depends how heavy the sign is, because back in the day, they probably had like a big block of wood that you had to wear. And over time, that's going to be a real strain on your neck, especially if you're just a little lad.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep in mind too, I think we're only talking about physical pain, I believe. Anyway, next up, we have one doll, which is writing your name 100 times, just like Bart Simpson. Now, I will say,
this still happens
probably does matter how long your name is. Like, what if you have a name that's only like 5 letters total versus a name that's 20 letters total? That's a huge difference at how many letters you actually have to write.
I had to do this once before, and it's pretty easy, because my whole name's only 8 letters, so I was just like...
Adam Beck.
At the same time, because me and my friend both got in trouble at the same time, but his name was like 25 letters. So I was finished. I was on number 100 and he was only on like 47. So I just left and his hand probably fell off.
Did you have to do it because you couldn't spell your name right on any exam that you took? So they forced you to write it 100 times to make sure that you were able to?
Wait, Adam, did they make you write your middle name too?
No, just first last. I said I
Wait,
didn't
what
have
is-
a middle name.
What is your middle name?
His middle name is Dingle Dong Doofus.
Guys, comment down below what you think my middle name is. I'll heart the one that's right.
Dingle Dong Doofus.
I wonder what the Dole scale gets up to. Next up is 1.3 on the Dole scale, and it is standing in a corner. Standing burns about 100 to 200 calories per hour compared to sitting, which burns 60 to 130. Wait, this is the best punishment yet. You get to burn calories in class? I'm gonna look good for the ladies.
It is pretty embarrassing though if you're just standing in the corner and
Yeah.
everybody else is learning and you're standing in the corner just like this.
Yeah, they usually
so-
make you face the wall too. I've actually had this happen to me before. It's pretty embarrassing, especially if you're gassy too.
I never had to do the standing in corner punishment, but I did have to. I got the punishment of being kicked out of the class and having to sit in the hallway. That one's pretty embarrassing too, because then a lot of people
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and teachers who like walk by you know that you did something bad, and now you're like you awkwardly looking up at them like you're a little puppy, like you're a lost puppy. Please help.
Or you do the opposite and you're like, you sit back and you're the bad boy now.
Yeah, you're the cool guy. Whenever the girls saw that you were out in the hallway because you
Oh,
got kicked
yeah.
out, you're like, That's right.
I'm an idiot.
That's right. Next up, though, we have 1.5 doll 20 push-ups. That's honestly not too bad. Being forced to do this can be painful, but more so humiliating. I don't think it'd be that humiliating, though, if you're good at it. Like, if you get in the front of the class and you just bust out 20 push-ups like Jack is doing right now, that's more impressive than anything else.
But imagine, like, you're a little kid that doesn't really know how to do push-ups, and they make you do 20. It could be the most embarrassing thing in your life. Imagine, like, you're in front of the class with all the girls, too, and you can only do 5 push-ups. And
Yeah,
then you
embarrassing.
go on your knees, and you gotta, like, ugh.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Next up, 1.8 on the doll scale, being screamed at. Long-term exposure to sounds above 85 dB can cause hearing damage, which is true. You can actually puncture your eardrums.
Yeah, but in order for that to happen, someone has to be yelling, like, directly in your ear, you know?
Like a military soldier. You maggot!
Hoorah!
What school is doing that to their kids?
Dumb! You're dumb! You're an idiot!
All right, next up is 2 on the dole scale. That's 1 and 2. Taking away lunch. Oh, nutrition research suggests that taking away children's food should be illegal.
This should be 100 doll. This should be 100. This would destroy me. That would be the worst thing possible. I'll take all the other ones combined than taking away my lunch. That is not cool. I need my peanut butter jelly sandwich. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have probably, I think, the strangest one so far. 2.5 dolls to hold your pee.
Yes.
Holding your urine for too long can weaken the bladder muscles over time. What kind of a weird, deranged, psychotic punishment is that? To force somebody to hold their pee? What?
They do that in
happens.
schools,
It
Alec.
happens.
It's happened to me before. Sometimes when you have a weak bladder, like some people, not me, just like some people, and you ask to go to the bathroom too many times, the teacher will be like, no, you've already gone 3 times this class.
They probably think he's
go
ripping
again.
his vape or something. They think he's like going crazy in the bathroom. Or
Something, and then they don't let you go, and then you have to hold it, and it's pretty painful.
Yeah, but this is saying that it's a punishment, meaning like if someone cheated on an exam, their punishment would be, hey buddy, you can't pee for the next 5 hours. And then what, the teacher just watches you for the next 5 hours and makes sure that you don't pee?
This
That
is
so
probably
weird.
coupled with detention or the prison thing that we were talking about earlier.
It's honestly probably a punishment for somebody that abuses the bathroom pass. Like somebody that uses it to just hang out. That
That's
they're
true.
like, no,
also,
no, you
also keep in mind, this is just holding your pee, so you're still allowed to go number 2.
I can't go number 2 without going number 1.
It's
I don't know if that's
practically
just
impossible.
a me
It's the
thing.
teacher
It's
is
almost like,
watching
yeah,
you.
you can't keep your eyes open when you sneeze. It's the same thing. 3 on the dole scale, getting pinched. A pinched nerve occurs when too much pressure is applied to a nerve. I got a story. You have a story? I have a story.
I don't have a story, but I don't mind this actually. Like a punishment.
What is
to a
wrong
student.
with you guys?
I know it's probably illegal now to do that, but like a good little pinch could set you off in the right direction.
I mean, yeah, maybe a flick to the ear is very similar, but I didn't get ever punished by getting pinched, but there was a girl in 1st grade that I think had a crush on me. And do you know sometimes how like girls have crushes and then they try to like bully you because they don't understand how to express their feelings in a correct manner? So there was this one girl, I'm not going to mention names. What was her name? Her name was Ryan. And he was really mean.
Wait,
This is
Her name
getting
was
weird.
Ryan.
Nah,
And
it
he
was a
was really
girl.
mean.
Nah, her last name was Ryan. Her first name was Jennifer. Okay, so she came up and then she would just pinch out of nowhere, and then she pinched me so hard one time that I actually started bleeding. It was way higher than a 3 on the dole scale.
Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack got bullied by a girl.
Yeah, we dated for 5 years. It was nothing.
That's not true. Can confirm. My grandma used to pinch me and by the ear and pull me everywhere.
Yeah, look how he turned out.
Our grandma did that with Adam's nose.
Yeah, look how
sure.
you turned out. Huge nose. I mean, gargantuan even.
Grandma, you ruined me. Why would you do this to me, Grandma? Next up is 3.5 on the dole scale. Getting hit with a wooden ruler. There's no way. Okay, we're really jumping up. The dole scale must be like times 10 multiplier because this is insane. Teachers and principals are allowed to strike a child in this situations with ruler.
That sentence didn't really work.
Yes. Adam got hit with wooden rulers a few times, I think, back in the day.
No, I've never gotten hit. I
How
think
do you
that
guys
that
feel
probably got
about-
banned in the 90s.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about these sort of punishments? Because it's not like this isn't that normal anymore. Like you're not really allowed to do that, but
No.
it used to be very normal. What do you guys think that's good or
My
bad?
dad said he got hit a lot with the wooden ruler.
Right.
I think that sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad, you know? Sometimes it would cause trauma and emotional damage, but
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like sometimes teachers would just take out their anger on children and they would have the excuse of being able to hit the kids.
Yeah.
That's a great point, dude. No wonder like we have a lack of teachers now. But back in the day, it must have been so much fun to be a teacher. you have an excuse to just be slapping kids with rulers.
You're pretty much a military
That
sergeant
sounds
at that
awesome.
point.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
They
They
had
all
so
went
much
over
more
to the
power.
military now.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
the teachers too that have been a teacher for like 30 years, and in their first 10 years they were allowed to like, hit the students with rulers, and they can't anymore. Must be so
Do
boring.
we know if back then, because they were able to hit the kids with rulers, were they able to hit each other, like fellow teachers with rulers? Were there ruler slap-offs?
Probably.
Like duels with the rulers, they did.
Yeah,
they did
instead of
Star Wars
lightsabers,
duels.
they had wooden rulers, and the winner would be able to slap the kids.
Yeah, they probably all went behind the dumpsters to do that.
I guess I'll ask my dad.
Next up, we have 4 dolls for slapped. A father actually died from a game of slaps with his son.
They have a whole game show now about that. Well, not a game show, but a whole series.
Wait, the father
It's
died?
called slap
Yeah,
boxing.
wait, that might be the ultimate like coming of age situation for a son.
Was the kid Dwayne The Rock Johnson, perhaps?
He owned his dad so bad that he eliminated his dad by slapping him.
That's really sad, actually.
That's really sad.
Next up, 5 on the Dole scale, standing on a chair and pulling your ears. This was a punishment that was meted out both at school and at home. People don't do this anymore, guys. It is illegal. Now, what does the chair have to
Yeah,
do with
why do you have
the
to sit
ears?
on the chair? I don't know. I don't get that point.
Can I just sit on the chair? Do I need a chair to be involved?
It's to get more leverage.
Can I do it without a chair? Can I do it on a table?
Has to
I
be on
used
a
to
chair.
do the monkey face where you do this. But then my parents told me that my face would get stuck like that, so then I stopped doing it. That's a myth, though, I think.
It's a myth, yeah. I heard the same myth about when you get hit with a soccer ball, whatever face you were making, it would get stuck like that.
That's a pretty funny one.
Next up is a 5 on the Dole scale. It's called hands up. One is made to raise his or her hand above their head for a period of time.
Let's all play.
It can't be that painful, right?
Let's do it until it starts to hurt.
Actually, we okay. So Jack for Christmas got us like boxing training lessons, and one of the sessions we just had to hold our hands above our head for like 30 minutes, and it burns.
This
It
is really-
feels like torture.
Alec is already busting up a sweat.
I know. I was
Like,
gonna
how are
say,
you sweating more than me now?
This is like 10 on the doll for me, just because it's it's embarrassing. This is humiliating because I'm
Your
sweating
arms
so
are
much.
so massive. That's why. It's more weight for you.
Next up, we have 5.5 dolls kneeling on frozen peas. The coldness of the peas would quickly cause a burning sensation.
Interesting.
Who comes up with that? That's such a weird punishment. Hey, kid,
Definitely.
kneel on these peas for the next hour because you failed your exam. It's so strange.
50-year-old Karens definitely came up with that, and then they would cook the peas or immediately after. Next up, 6 on the Dole scale, struck with rubber bands. The biggest rubber band ball in the world was made with 700,000 rubber bands. The more
Arms
you know.
higher, Adam.
Higher, Adam,
Arms higher,
straight up.
Adam.
All right, guys, so 6 on the Dole scale. I gotta say, this can go up to at least a 60 for me. I don't know if you guys used to play this game back in elementary school and middle school, but it was basically where you had the rubber bands, and then you would get a piece of duct tape, and then you would fold it up so that you had basically a weapon, and then you would put it around the rubber band and then fling it into other kids, and it hurt a lot.
I don't know if you guys have picked up on this quite yet, but Jack was a really bad student.
No, I just like to experiment. Whew.
Arms up, Adam!
Is anybody at a 5 yet? Because I might be at a 7.
I just did shoulders today too.
My shoulders are crushing me right now. All right, next up we have 6.5, struck with an apple. Like, really? What are we talking about anymore? That's one way of getting your daily dose of vitamins. Apparently, teachers used to throw apples at their students. What?
Actually, that makes sense. I could picture, right? Little Jimmy going in. Little Jimmy missed a few days of school. Little Jimmy goes in, gives the teacher a nice shiny apple. Teacher doesn't like it. She picks it up. She strikes Jimmy with the apple.
I wanted green. You know I hate red apples. Next up is 7 on the Dole scale, poked with cactus needles. Eating cactus can reduce body fat, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels.
Why do the facts have nothing to do with the pain levels?
What is wrong with these teachers? My shoulders are on fire.
I mean, guys, put your hands down. I don't want to lose this.
Poked with cactus needles. Eating cactus. Oh, we already did this one.
How is this only a 5?
7 Dole. 10-minute mile. Students have to run a mile in 10 minutes, sometimes causing exhaustion.
All right, that's easy.
That's not bad. If you can't run a mile in 10 minutes, you got to work on that. Come
A lot
on.
of people can't. A lot of people can't. Also, too, I feel like they still do this, but not as a punishment. They just do it in gym class to, like, see how fit you are.
Yeah. Back in my day, we only had to beat 15 minutes to actually pass, and so I just did like a power walk the whole way around. round. I didn't even try. Anyway, next up we have $7.5. Oh,
Adam's down. Adam's down.
I
Yes.
gave He's out.
Oh, thank God.
Teacher, I learned my lesson. I'll never do
Adam
it
loses.
again.
That's all that matters.
I guess I won because Jack put his down.
No, we both won. Adam lost. That's all that matters.
Fine. Honestly, that's okay by me as long as Adam loses. Anyway, next up we have $7.5. Wash mouth with soap? That's just gross. That's just like, why are we doing that? Really? Really? Hand soaps can cause harmful effects such as vomiting or diarrhea.
Yeah.
I never did this in school, but my mom made me do it one time when I said some bad words that start with F and end with other letters.
I'm telling you guys, Jack is
Jack's a little
exposing
bad
himself
boy.
today.
Jack probably
said fire
farted.
truck.
Jack probably farted out a bubble.
I said, I hate you, Mom. You can't make me go to school. She said, eat soap, idiot. 8 on the doll scale.
Oh crap. Metal ruler on knuckles. This is especially painful as the skin on the knuckles is so thin. We're getting serious now. 8 on the dull scale is like, ow.
Yeah, I could imagine that being extremely painful,
Yes.
especially because it's a metal ruler.
Yeah. My teacher had one that was like 3 meters long and it was thick. It's like this thick. I can't even imagine getting hit by that thing.
Oh, yeah, like a yardstick, right?
Yeah. It was bad. It was real bad. I never got hit, but you know, thought about it.
Next up, 8.5 doll, spraying lemon juice in your eyes.
Okay.
Acidic splashes can be toxic to the ocular surface of the eye, if you didn't know.
That's such
Not
a
good.
crazy thing to do to a child. Like they're doing this to like 10-year-old kids probably.
Yeah.
Open up!
70% on your test!
That's so crazy. They just have like a whole drawer next to them full of lemons, just ready to go crazy.
This makes me think, like, what situation would cause the teacher to think, oh, this punishment fits the crime? What the first thing I thought of is like maybe he got caught looking, like cheating off someone's test or something, and then the
I totally
punishment
never
fits
did
the
that
crime.
before.
You gotta
Punishment is they're now blind.
yes,
So they
something
can no
like
longer
that.
cheat. I
Next
like
up,
that.
next up we have $9 for giving a good spanking. Spanking is a common form of corporal punishment involving the act of striking. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the photo though? Because it says spanking, but that teacher's clearly just punching this dude in the face.
Well, it's
She's
a- it's a-
spanking his
it's a
face.
slap. That's a slap.
Yeah.
I thought spanking is
A
like on the
spank is with
booty
the-
cheeks.
Yeah, that's got to be with the tush.
For the most
Yeah.
part, yeah. So spanking used to be very common back in the day. Usually it was only 1 or 2 spanks. And I actually heard that a lot of kids would put like books or something in their pants when they knew they were going to get a spanking so that it didn't hurt as bad.
Yeah, and they usually wouldn't spank with their hands. It would be with a huge wooden paddle. So
Yes.
that's probably why they didn't notice that books were in their butt.
That's so crazy that was allowed.
Yep. Adam, what's this next one?
It is a 10. That we are in the double digits now on the Dole scale. It is called. Wait, this is French. Alec, can you please?
No, you got it.
Please help me.
You got it, Adam.
You can do it.
Which?
Is
That
that right,
sounded
Alec?
Russian. I have no idea what that word
Dude,
says.
you're literally half French. You
I
have a
would
dual
say
citizenship.
Voaka.
In France, students left with the were given manual labor or corporal punishment.
corporal punishment. What does that even mean?
Let's move on. What?
That sounds
Interesting.
awful.
Huh, I thought they were just giving like a cool shark tooth necklace based off of that picture. Next up, number 10 on the Dole scale, slippering. The slipper may not have been as physically painful as the cane. Still, it was painful.
Does that mean you get slapped with a slipper?
I think you get slapped with a slipper.
That's
you
not
think
that
so?
bad. That's not
Yeah,
that
you
bad.
definitely get hit with a
Slippering.
slipper.
Just a good old slippering.
Wait, next is next is 10.5 and you're forced to do a handstand? But a lot of people can't even do it. I can't even do a handstand. How are you going to force someone to do something that they can't even do?
Dang. Well, you could probably lean them up against a wall.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Or just hold their legs because they're tiny.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's got to be way worse than having to hold your hands up like we just did, and that sucked. That was terrible.
Yep.
That is a torturing method. Like in wars, they would just tie people to chairs and then flip the chair upside down. Just hold
Well,
it
yeah,
there.
if you're upside down for too long, you can actually die.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's too much blood that gets into your brain,
Your heart isn't designed to push
and then
blood.
and then your head explodes from all the pressure.
That doesn't happen. Next up is 11 on the Dole scale. It's called Chile in de Mouth. Pepper and Scoville units are said to have topped the hotness scale at 3 million. We choose to do this, guys, in videos, but these kids
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
That's a pretty messed up thing to make a child do. I mean, I get it if it's like a jalapeno, not that bad, but if it's like a ghost pepper, that is like a punishment. That is a true punishment.
Yeah,
I
we
used
know by
to-
experience. Like, it's really bad.
I used to suck my thumb a lot growing up, and I did until I was like 8 or 9 years old, which is really old to still be sucking your thumb.
You still do it in
And
your sleep.
You still
why
do
do
it
you
today.
know that? No, I don't.
Now you suck on my thumb.
Anyway, to prevent me from continuing to suck my thumb, my parents used to put hot sauce all over my thumbs so that I couldn't suck them anymore. Or if I did, it would just hurt really bad. Yeah.
So do you like hot sauce now?
No, I hate hot sauce.
He would fight through the pain.
Sometimes I would try and it would just hurt. I would start crying.
It hurts so good.
Someone get me blue cheese.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next up, 11.5 on a dole. It's soap in the eyes. Okay.
What is up with this lemon juice and soap in the eyeballs? What
Soap
kind
is
of messed
brutal.
up people are doing that?
Remember, anytime you guys are showering and like you get that little bit of soap in your eye, it can sometimes hurt up to 15 minutes of just constant pain.
Yeah, it says it can cause serious eye damage, which makes sense. But I wonder if back in the day they thought it was like cleaning your eyeball.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like back then they didn't know anything about medicine, and so because soap is good for like cleaning your hands, maybe they thought it was good for cleaning your eyeballs too. But it definitely is not.
Are you calling my grandmom stupid?
No,
Yes, I am.
I think it was definitely a punishment.
It was definitely a punishment. It's on literally the list of the most painful school punishments.
No, maybe I thought they were just cleaning their eyes.
Yeah, Alec is dumb. Okay, we're getting to the final stretch of this list, and it's getting pretty brutal.
12 on the dose scale. Foot whipping. A method of inflicting pain by beating on the soles of a person's bare feet.
With what though? What is that?
A whip.
A
It's
whip.
a whip.
It's a whip, Alec.
Oh, I thought it was
Have
a
you never
trombone.
seen a whip? It literally says foot whipping.
Yeah, but why does it look like a trombone?
Okay.
I don't know. They used to do this back in the day during slavery time, so I'm very surprised that this is as recent as like the 50s. That
But
seems
why would
really
they do
messed
the
up.
soles of their feet? Like that's
very
such a
sensitive.
random
Yeah.
way. I feel like the teachers are they chose the soles of their feet on purpose.
Okay, I know the punishment fits the crime here. Probably the kid wasn't staying in his seat. He was probably walking all over the place, talking to everyone. But if they strike the person's bare feet, then they would have to sit down, because if they stood on their feet, then it would be like incredibly painful.
It makes sense. Or they just looked at them funny, and then the
Yeah.
teacher's having a bad day.
Next, we have 13 dolls. Getting hit in the funny bone. Squashing your ulnar nerve into your medial, oh god, epicondyle bone is irritating.
I hate when my ulnar nerve busts into my medical epidendyle. I hate that so much.
It's pretty funny
the
when it happens
worst.
though. It's your funny bone.
Yeah, we got it. Okay, next up is 14 on the dull scale. Picking up broken glass barehanded. Broken glass is a healthy hazard and could cause infections. Whoa, what?
That's crazy.
There's no way that's real, right?
What? So wait, are
Imagine
you
being a
telling me?
teacher.
Yeah.
Imagine being a teacher. If someone says something silly in the back of the class, you walk up to them. You have a bottle in your hand. You slam it on the ground and you go, "Pick it up! Pick up every single piece!"
It sounds like the Karate Kid movie.
To be honest, though, if I was a kid, right, and my teacher, if Miss Jamie did that to me, I would never do anything bad ever again.
All right,
Yeah,
get her
that's-
back.
I think I'd start picking it up and throwing the little shards at her. Take
No, you
that.
would not.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You
There's
would
no
cry.
way.
Your mommy.
You'd be so sad. You would start sucking your thumb. Put a little hot sauce on it. Next up, 14.5 on the dull scale. We have fun here. Cop attack. Back in the time, cops often used to beat students with batons as a power display.
I
Now,
like that. That's
said
the first one I
earlier-
agree with.
I said earlier it must have been really fun to be a teacher. It must have been way more fun to be a cop. Imagine
Okay,
getting
dude.
that phone call. Hey,
No rules.
I need you to come in and start beating this child with your baton.
I need you to beat the snot out of little Jimmy because he got a 65 on his test.
Wow. Next up, we have another whipping one. What's up with all these whipping ones? This one's $15 and it's called the whipping boy. The practice originated in the 16th century when Edward VI became king. He was 10.
So they would just whip
A
boys.
10-year-old
so
was
many
king?
questions. I have so many questions. There's
probably-
how is a 10-year-old king? And also, why would he decide to make this rule where you can now whip 10-year-old kids?
He
probably
probably
got
went to
bullied.
school with other kids and then, got bullied. And he was like, we're going to whip kids from now on. We're going
It's
to whip them.
kind of awesome then.
We're gonna whip these kids if they're bad.
Next up is 15 on the dull scale. It's called Reform School. A reform school was a penal institution known by some as a pain factory.
So the reform schools were for bad children that would not behave, and they would get probably everything that we've seen on the list would happen in these reform schools.
Yeah, it's kind of like a military school, I guess, but even worse.
Seems like worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17 on the dull scale. We have vergonia, translated as shame. Students punished under this system were hit with wooden clogs. That's terrible. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's so bad.
They're getting real creative now with what they're smacking their kids with. They've gone through everything to the point where they're at wooden clogs now.
We're gonna whip you. We're gonna throw wooden clogs at you. Pick up the glass. We're gonna put lemon juice in your eyes.
That's insane. Next up, though, we have 18 on the doll, which is Welsh knot. The Welsh knot was an item used by schools in Wales in the 18th and 19th centuries.
I think they just hit him with the wood. At this point, they probably just hit him with everything. We're getting pretty high up on the dole scale.
Apparently, it was a wooden token so that kids wouldn't speak Welsh. They did not want kids speaking Welsh. So if they did, they would be giving this token as shame.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, why would they not want people in Wales to speak Welsh? It's weird.
I don't know. They didn't want them to.
Probably the 10-year-old king, just making up random rules. Everybody will speak Italian now. I'm king. I'm dead. Next up is 18.5 on the dole scale. It is a tos. It consists of a strip of leather with one end split into a number of tails. That's just another form of whipping, probably in India. Let's move on.
Well, speaking of India, the next one is 19 dolls called Murga. And Murga is a stress position used as a corporal punishment mainly in parts of India.
They're just stretching out the hammies. They're just stretching out the hammies.
Dude, I'm not trying that. There's no way. That would hurt.
Looks like yoga.
It would hurt me so bad. But they probably have a teacher like pushing you down too and like forcing you to like stretch your hamstrings.
Yeah. I mean, by the end though, your hamstrings are gonna be so stretched.
I know. I'm so unflexible that would crush me. That would hurt really bad for me.
Yeah. And you got a lot of upper body weight too falling down on you.
Okay, we don't need all that. Thank you.
Next up is 22 on the dole. Well, I wonder if something's gonna be 100. This one's caning. Caning is a form of corporal punishment consisting of several hits with a cane.
Yep. They're just making up more random items to hit their students with.
They're
now we're on the cane.
Shall be caned.
This was definitely just some old teacher that walked around with a cane and couldn't be bothered to pick up any of the other whipping items. And so he just started smacking them with his cane.
And then he would probably fall over. Next up, 26 dole. You were forced to stare at the sun for 5 minutes.
Adam's
No
got a
wonder
good
so many
story here.
people's... Wait, what? Oh, wait. Okay, so... I don't know.
So dumb. I can't wait for you guys to hear this.
I think I heard it from somewhere. I made it up in my head, but there was this thing that I had in my mind that was like, if you stare at the sun, it actually improves your vision. So I started staring at the sun to help my vision, but then I later found out that it actually is really bad for your eyesight and actually can cause you to lose your vision.
Yeah. Didn't you just have a competition with your friends? And like whoever could stare at the sun longest wins?
Yeah, we played fun games like that.
That's terrible. Do not do that. That's awful. But these guys had to stare at the sun for 5 minutes straight?
As punishment. They
They're
probably went
definitely all
blind.
Yeah. That's crazy.
When I stared at it maybe for like 20 seconds max, and there started to be huge black spots in my vision for a good 5 minutes afterwards.
Ouch.
Not good. Imagine 5 minutes.
Okay, bro, what on earth is this next one? We're getting insane now. This is 31 dolls to swallow glass. Are you kidding? Broken glass can cut your throat, your esophagus, and your stomach if it gets stuck.
That's crazy.
What? What
was
could
this
you
legal?
possibly have done in school to be forced to swallow glass? That's insane.
Where did they allow this?
That's, I almost don't even believe it. That's crazy. That's easily the worst one yet, and it's only gonna get worse, apparently.
That could kill
Yeah,
you.
that is child abuse right there.
All right, next up is even higher. It's 36 on the doll scale. You just get tased. People shocked by tasers often call the experience the most painful of their lives.
Come here, little Jimmy.
This is like a punishment reserved for people that do like horrible things in school. Like if you like, let's say like bring a firearm to school, then yeah, you're probably gonna get tased. But like if you do something bad, like let's say you knock over a glass and it breaks by accident, if you get tased for that, that is insane.
No talking in my class!
Wow.
That would be so fun to have a taser gun though as a teacher.
We should make it like a TV show around all of these, and each episode is around the next thing.
Yeah, you won't
What
see
is-
me.
That would
what
be a
is
swallow
2
glass.
divided by 2.
If you get it wrong, you're getting tased, little Jimmy. That's pretty funny, actually. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that outside of the country, though.
Next up, 37 on the Dole scale, dangled over smoking hot chilies. Unruly Aztec children were punished by being held over smoking habanero peppers.
I
At
don't
that
know what
point,
to
Burn their
say.
nose, burn their eyeballs, right? It would like burn all of their orifices.
I think at that point you just set them on fire. It's probably
Don't
like the
even
closest thing to
know what
that.
to say to that. That's
All right, this next one is actually insane. This one is a 40 on the Dole scale, and you literally just get tied to a crucifix.
that is what Jesus died for our sins for.
Yeah,
And
police-
students are doing that.
Police
That is a death
charged
sentence.
police charged a Nigerian teacher for tying late students to a crucifix and flogging them. Someone's got to look up what the word flogging means.
That just
You don't
means
want to
like,
know, Adam.
That means like slapping them with a piece
Oh
of
my
wood.
gosh, are you kidding me?
So not only they're
Yep.
hanging there like this, tied up, but now they're also getting spanked
Dude,
by some Nigerian teacher.
all they did was they showed up late for class.
That's
They're-
crazy.
I mean,
Wow.
there's no way they ever showed up late again.
What's even crazier is the next one, though. 52 dolls. And the punishment is to get kicked in the bowels.
This seems a little messed up.
3 Kenyan school teachers went into hiding in 2018 after doing this to a poor child.
Hold on. Wait, you're telling me not one, not two, but 3 school teachers kicked one student in the balls. Like,
Imagine
not
if three
one,
of
not
us are-
two, but 3.
Dude, we should become teachers, guys. Come on.
That's crazy.
That would
No.
be so
No.
funny. The
I
3
do
of us
not
get
wanna-
together. and-
No.
You know how like sometimes there's a specific student that just bullies all of their teachers, like they're just so rude to them. It was probably that kind of student, and then these teachers got together and were like, "Yo, dude, what do you think about just kicking this guy in the balls?" And they all agreed.
I heard it's a 52 on the Dole scale.
After the second one, the
One
kid
of the
had to be
teachers,
numb.
one of the teachers probably held him straight while the other 2 were just kicking him.
That's so
No,
messed up.
we could tie him to a crucifix and flog him, but that's not as painful as kicking him in the nuts 3 times.
It's just so
All right,
crazy.
we've
Can't
made
believe
it.
that.
We've made it to the end of the list. This is 55 on the Dole scale. This is the most painful thing, painful punishment that happened in school. It was stung by a velvet ant, also known as a cow killer.
That's one of the most painful stings in the entire world. Thankfully, though, it's pretty rare. But it's not the rarest thing out there. And today, we're gonna find out what really is. Starting with the most common, which is...
First up, 91% of people are right-handed.
I'm right-handed.
I am also right-handed.
Everyone, raise your right hands. We are
That's
common.
your left, Adam.
No, it's my right. Yeah.
Got him. Next, 84% of people have dark hair. Both of you guys have dark hair. I don't.
Dark hair.
I don't have
Dark
do I have
hair.
What is red hair? Is this dark hair?
It
No,
looks
that's-
kind of dark to me, Alec. I don't know. I wouldn't say that that's very light.
I think it counts. Some people say it's strawberry blonde. I did just take a shower, so it's darker than normal. It's a little bit damp.
Yeah.
But a lot of people actually say that they think that I have blonde hair, but it's actually strawberry blonde / red.
Does Alec have dark hair? Is he in the 16% of humans?
71% of humans have brown eyes.
Jack, that's you.
Jack, you're common. folk.
No, I
You're
have
common
hazel eyes. I am in
What?
What is the
very
difference?
small percentage of
Nuh-uh.
people that have
Hazel is a
hazel
bra-
eyes.
No, Jack.
Green, brown.
Nuh-uh.
No,
Wait, let me
I
see.
do.
Let me see.
Let me see that.
Get close.
Oh.
Oh, there
All right,
is
now-
some
now show the
green
camera.
in there. There actually is
There
some
actually,
green
yeah,
in
there's
there.
a tiny bit of
I've
green.
been friends with Jack for like 10 years. I did not know
I
that.
thought for sure it was just brown.
Yeah, Adam is his brother, and he thought he had brown eyes.
I could have
These guys
sworn it
don't
was
look
brown.
in my eyes hard enough. No, on my license it says hazel.
I mean, I'm never like right next to him staring into his eyes. What do you want from me?
I feel like blue eyes is gonna come up later, though.
Make sure you guys are commenting down below your answers.
does anybody have brown eyes here?
No, I got baby blue.
Mine's gonna
Or more
pop up in like the
ocean- I got ocean blue.
0.001%.
So
So
far,
is your
every-
wiener.
So far, every single one of these has been a dominant trait.
Yes.
Next up, 60% of humans can speak more than one language. If someone can speak 3 languages, they're called a polyglot.
Wait, that's actually a lot more than I thought. 60% can speak more than one?
I wonder what we're considering speak, because I can say, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Like, does that count? I
Holy
don't know.
Mañana.
crap, that was so cool. Oh my god.
That was actually really
Yo,
cool. Okay, I didn't know you
that
could
was
speak like that.
literally like the coolest thing I ever seen too.
¿Tienes un hamburguesa? ¿Sí o no? ¿Más o menos?
Oh! Yo, wait, Jack is actually so sick.
I can barely speak one language, so.
Right. I think in America, like multilingual culture isn't really part of America. Like we just speak English here.
Are you sure? So many people speak Spanish that I know.
Yeah, but that's also because they're from Mexico.
Oh.
But like when you go to Europe, so many people speak English there, and a lot of times even a third language. So I think it's more just American culture where you only really speak one language. So maybe that's why I'm so surprised.
Dang. I wish I speak more languages. Comment down below if you speak any languages.
Next up, we're taking a really big jump here from 60% down to 29% of humans are under 18.
Dang it!
The youngest country is Niger, having an average age of 15 years old. That is so young.
They're a rising population.
Wow.
Why
I guess,
is that?
Yeah, they're having a lot of
Or-
kids.
or they're
or-
dying really
Yeah,
young.
or they just die
Oh,
when
no,
they're like
that's either
30.
really sad or really.
That's pretty
good.
sad.
It's probably a little bit of both. Comment down below if you are under the age of 18.
Adam?
What the? All right, 27% of humans are introverted. Introverts are capable of being just as social as others, but get their energy elsewhere. Dude, I think that number's false. I think the introverts are actually like.
I think
so.
it's
I think Adam's right.
I agree, but I also think that it's probably because of social media and how much people
Yeah.
are on their phones. And like, because being alone now is so much cooler than it was even just 10 years ago when before social media was like super popular. But now it's like fun to be alone because you can just watch YouTube.
Alec, do you know what year it is? In 2015, social media was pretty big, bro.
All right, maybe 20 years ago. 20 years ago is fair.
I can, at this point, I can literally put on these, and I could be anywhere in the world.
Where are you now,
Adam is
Adam? Where'd you
Currently at
go?
Walmart.
I'm at Alex's mom's house. Whoa, whoa! Put that back on! Put that back on!
Why did I say anything?
Put that back on!
All right, Jack, read the next one. Come on, get us out of here. Get us out of
20%
here.
of humans are double jointed. Although nobody knows why being double jointed is linked to having ADHD. And I can attest to that. Look, double joint.
Ew!
I can dislocate my thumb.
Get out of this call
I'm
now.
gonna be honest, it doesn't really look like. I guess it kind of looks like you're doing.
You try and
something.
do that.
Here,
I can do. I can bend the tippy tap of my finger. Is that something?
I can bend other stuff, not that my
See, look,
thumb.
pop. I could pop out my thumb.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Focus.
Oh,
I can bend just the tippy tip of my finger.
Pop,
look.
pop.
Adam, you're doing nothing.
I just wanted to be a part of the gang.
I can make my ears move.
Okay,
don't
we're
think
not,
that's
dude.
double
What does that have to do with being double jointed? Alex just,
I don't know. I just
Alex
thought we
did
were
a
doing
show
cool
and tell.
things.
Okay, it looks like Jack is the only one that's a part of the double jointed gang at the 20%.
No, Jack is just a freak. Look at him.
Jack, I can bend Jack's body in like 18 different ways.
Alrighty, we're moving on.
Double jointed.
Make sure you guys are leaving a like if you're enjoying this video so far.
Next up, only 19% of people have no wisdom teeth. I wonder if that includes like them getting removed or they just
Yeah.
never grow in at
No.
all.
Some people never grow wisdom teeth. Some people only grow 2, and some people only grow 4.
You
can't have more than 4. If you
I
do,
honestly don't
then
know.
you should really see that.
I never got mine removed, so I honestly don't know.
Ooh, you're one of those. Okay. Only 50% of humans are over 6 feet tall. Alec, that's me and you, bro. Come on. Whoa. Wait, why is
What are
Jack
you
cheering?
celebrating
Wait,
for?
Jack, why?
Guys,
what
we
are you
are
celebrating
rare.
for?
We are rare.
Wait, Jack,
Jack.
you're 5'11", Jack.
No. I went to the doctor the other day with my shoes on. I'm 6'1".
With your shoes on. Yeah.
what they said, yeah,
Wait,
God,
I want to look it up what they say on YouTube, what they say on the web. Back height.
Who still calls it the web?
Oh, I wish I could spell. Okay, I completely spelled your name wrong. This dude is a football player. He's 6'1".
Yes!
He's actually jacked. He's got a six-pack.
I know, it's me.
Maybe I should look up Beckbird Jack. You're really not popping up. Oh, okay, that's not you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, I just looked up Beckbro Jack height. An AI overview popped up. It says Ronald Kurzawa, also known as Beckbro Jack, is stated to have a height of 5'10" ¾
Oh my
But
gosh.
6 foot when
Okay.
I'm single.
No.
All right, we're going on a tangent here. On famousbirthdays.com, they got my stuff mixed up with this other guy.
I don't
Why
think
is your
so.
name Ronald
It says,
Kurzawa.
did you just
They
read
got me
that?
mixed
You're,
up.
he says he's 5'10" '3/4", but jokes that he is 6 feet when he's single.
I just said that. Oh my god, you are so annoying.
Another comment mentions that Adam is 5'7". Who is? Yeah, I'm not 5'7". I'm taller than Jack. I'm 6 feet. I'm 6 feet.
Hell Adam.
Let's move on.
Only 15% of humans can ride a bike. That sounds really
One
low,
bike
actually.
is sold every 2 seconds around the world.
Are we talking about, I guess, like just two-wheelers, not tricycles, right? Or like a bike without training wheels? Because I feel like everybody could ride a bike with training wheels.
Yes, we're talking about the bicycle. Buy two.
Yeah, but you guys are only considering America. Like, there's 340 million people in America. But, like, think of, like, I don't know, India. You know, you think everyone there can ride a bike? Probably not. And if they
Okay,
can,
dude, what's your
all
problem with
they
India?
ride.
What is
That's
your
all they
problem?
ride in
You
India.
got
No
some
problem
issue with
with India.
India?
Dude, do
I'm
you know
just
how
saying.
in India, all they ride is
that
bikes,
kid.
bro. That's
Yeah,
all
that's
they
true.
have.
I'm just trying
They
to
have
think how it's
cars there
only
too, guys.
15%, 'cause I
What do
feel
you
like
think goes
everyone
on
I know
in
can ride a
India?
bike. No, I'm just thinking, like, I'm trying to understand how it's only 15%.
I'm moving on. 14% of humans are actually bisexual. It's difficult to say how much are bisexual. The actual figure may be much higher.
All right,
Okay?
everybody on 3, raise their hand if they are within the 14%. 1, 2, 3.
Next question.
Nah, I'm playing.
Adam is actually trisexual.
All right, next. Only 11 people. Only 11% of people have
Only
brown
11
hair.
people.
Oh no, Alec. Oh, there's gonna be some stat that over like 2% of people have 0 IQ, and Alec's gonna be a part of that.
I thought it'd be way higher, to be honest. I guess most people with dark hair are considered black hair.
I have brown hair.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, right? Based off that
Like,
first
no, but
stat.
do most Asian people, is it black hair they have?
Black hair,
okay.
yeah. Most people consider that black.
Did you read that study? Read that study.
A 2016 study concluded that American men and women are most attracted to brown hair.
Go ahead, Jack. Let's go, Jack.
Look at my
Let's go,
swoopy!
Jack.
Look at my swoopy!
We take it over, baby.
Let's read the study
you
of
guys like
people.
this?
Let's read the study of people over 6 feet tall.
We
Nah,
did already.
We're moving on. We moved on from that. Calm
next
down.
up.
Next up, 11% of humans can grow a monobrow. Monobrows are considered good luck in some cultures, like Spanish culture.
I can barely grow a single brow, let alone
Yeah,
a giant brow.
we won't talk about Alex's eyebrow struggles. My eyebrows come in pretty nice. I usually will do a little plucky or like a little shave down the middle, but I don't think that I could grow a full monobrow.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There was this kid in my high school that did, and it was scary.
11% of people have curly hair. I don't got curly hair.
I have
Is your hair
naturally
curly?
hair.
Or is it
If I don't do
wavy?
anything to it, curls.
Whoa.
Especially
I
the
didn't know
longer
that.
I grow it, the curlier it gets.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah, you got
Jack
some lettuce
also,
on you.
he also's got the next one. 10% of humans have eczema. Eczema is the most prominent amongst Chinese
Yeah,
adults.
he doesn't
Oh,
even
wait,
have eczema.
wait.
Don't have eczema.
Wait, I get eczema. I forgot it was me. I get
my
eczema all
God.
over my arms.
Adam, I didn't know you were Chinese.
Arigato.
That's Japanese.
Dang it!
All right, we're finally getting into the single-digit percentages here, and only 9% of people are left-handed. That's pretty tiny. It's a pretty tiny percentage of people.
Wait, does that mix in with the result from earlier?
Yeah.
It must.
No, I said 91% are right-handed.
But
That-
first
it,
one-
it
yeah.
checks out.
Well, why not ambidextrous then? Is there 0 ambidextrous people?
Maybe
no.
it's even smaller percent. Maybe we'll get into that
Ambidextrous,
later.
yeah. They always have a dominant hand, though. All right, 8% of humans are colorblind. There are 3 different types of colorblindness. Each is very different. Shout out Logan Paul.
I used to play Fortnite on colorblind mode because it actually made the characters pop more. But I'm not colorblind. It just helped. Like, a lot of the pros played on colorblind.
Are you considering yourself a pro?
No, but same with like Call of Duty, playing on a certain colorblind mode, like it would make it easier to build and see through builds easier.
Oh.
Yeah.
So there's red-green color blindness, blue-yellow, and then there's also complete color blindness where people only see in variations of grayscale.
And then there's also just blindness.
We'll get to
Yeah,
that
if you
later.
take out the color part.
8% of humans have blue eyes. I'm part of that. I got blue eyes. Honestly, I thought my eyes were pretty rare, but it seems like you guys have even more rare eyes than me.
I have bluish greenish.
Yeah, Adams are like in between, and apparently Jacks are not brown.
They're
I
a
don't know
very
how
rare
this has
disease
happened,
called
but
hazel.
I've gone from what I thought was the most rare eyes to the least rare apparently.
Nope.
Once we get to the
only-
hair color, you got us beat.
Only 5% of people have hazel eyes.
Oh, I don't want you ever to get that close to me, by the way.
No, come on. Just look at my
I
eyes.
definitely know
Just
that
look-
people don't
make
want
it
you to
weird.
be that close.
So, 6.7% of humans have a degree. Statistically, more women actually go to college and
makes
earn a
sense.
degree compared to men because they're smarter.
Shout out women.
Yeah, they might be smarter, but also I feel like guys just care about school less. Like that's my own personal take. I'm not sure if that's true, but I feel like when I went to school, a lot of the guys like wouldn't even study for exams, or would they'd be a lot less likely to study for an exam than a girl, for example. So I think
Because
like
they're
guys just
dumber.
don't. I mean, maybe, or they just care less. I don't know. But what I do know,
You hung out with a lot of like guys and girls.
yeah, because we had to do a lot of group projects and stuff.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm putting at 6.7%. Let's go. I have a degree. And I'm so proud of it. Have I used it a singular time? Absolutely not. Because
What's your
I play
degree in,
Minecraft.
Alex?
It's a
Fortnite?
business degree. It's a business degree.
What's your business?
I'm a business guy.
Oh, I thought your degree was in that big void.
What?
All right, speaking of what Alec has, 6.2% of humans have the
I
diabetes.
don't have diabetes. I
Global
don't have diabetes.
cases
I
have
don't have
risen
diabetes.
by 400% since 1980,
I
Alex.
don't
so
have
it's
diabetes.
Not, it's not something you gotta hide anymore.
I
Everybody's
don't
got
have
it.
diabetes.
It's
I don't
fine.
have
Like with the
diabetes.
rise of fast food and processed foods, and also the rush of sugar in every single
I
thing. that we
don't
consume.
have
Okay, Alex.
diabetes.
Diabetes is something that happens naturally to many adults.
No,
these
it
days.
doesn't.
Okay.
It's not. It's
Especially
really not a
clinically
natural
obese
thing to
people.
do. It's
you
only.
gotta-
It's
you
only
gotta put the
normal in
sugar stick down.
America. It's only normal in America.
Alec, can you
Almost
please
every other
hand-
country, it's
Can you
not
please
normal.
just lift the 2 pizza boxes that are in your room and tell us you don't have diabetes? He has 2 pizza boxes. He doesn't even order 1 pizza anymore. He orders 2. And he eats
that we
I
know
do
of.
have 2 pizza boxes right behind me, but I don't have diabetes.
He's been eating a slice in between every cut. Every cut that the other takes out, he's been taking a bite of his pizza.
At the rate of global diabetes cases rising, I mean, that number is going to be at 10% of all humans having diabetes very, very shortly.
And this
Eat
is
a vegetable.
Next
No,
up,
look,
5.
this pizza has vegetables on it.
Oh god.
Best of both worlds.
Oh god.
Big
Alec
brain
has
play.
lost the plot. 5% of humans are actually vegetarian.
Oh, so if you're diabetic, maybe become a vegetarian.
That could work.
That pizza Alec eating is vegetarian.
Did I lose my perms here?
Oh yeah, I took them away a while ago.
What the? Next up, 5% of humans are deaf.
What'd you say?
I said 5% of humans
lot.
are deaf. That's
That's a lot.
huge number.
Little louder, son. Little louder.
That's 1 in 20
75
people.
75% of UK care home residents suffer some hearing loss. Why do I need to know that random fact there?
What is going on in the UK? Why can't
don't
they hear
know.
anything?
Loud
Because
music.
they all
maybe?
talk like me. They all talk like me.
None
a
of them talk
southern
like
accent.
that. But did
This
you
is
know that
why they're all
4% of
deaf.
humans
They all
have
talk
an
in this
extra?
volume.
That is the worst. Like, actually, I'm not even trying to be mean. That is the absolute worst English accent I've ever heard.
Whoa!
That is insanely bad. Anyway, did you know that 4% of humans have an extra pair of ribs?
Actually, I did, Alec. I did know that. No,
I did
didn't.
not. I did
I
not.
did not. I did
It's
not.
near your
That's
neck.
actually pretty insane.
Alec probably has this to just support his really abnormally large head.
What did I do? I didn't even do anything.
I'm guessing
I can't even
most
understand what you're
people.
saying.
I'm guessing most people had that pair of ribs when like we were evolving, and then over time it just turned out we didn't need it. But some people still have it.
Kind of like Adam's giant nose.
Okay.
That's an evolutionary discrepancy.
If this was like 1,000 years ago, I would have been the man. Every time we needed fruit or food or hunting, you would have came to me. You guys would have all came to me. Oh, I would have been the man.
You would have got eaten by a bear at like age 5.
Food spotted. Oh wait, that's poop.
Next up, 4% of humans are gay. Alfred Kinsey estimated that 37% of men have had at least one gay homosexual experience with another man. Now, that's okay. We accept that here. And, yeah, I can't speak to the 37% of men. Alec and Adam have had way more experience in this department, so I will let them take it from here. Guys, the silence is deafening. You might want to speak up here. Little louder. I don't want to expose anything, so I'm just gonna keep my yap shut about this.
Sorry, I had something in my throat. 3% of humans actually have blonde hair. Blondes have the most hairs on their head, averaging around 150,000.
Alec, you can speak to this.
Oh yeah, some people say I have blonde hair. It's definitely more red than blonde in my opinion, but some people say strawberry blonde, especially in the summer. It gets lighter in the summer.
Comment down
And
below if you agree.
They're saying that they actually have more hair than the average person.
Oh yeah, okay, that's definitely Alec.
Oh no, that's not me. I'm losing my stuff real quick.
3% of humans are blind.
Wow, that's high. Why is that
That's
so high?
crazy. That's dude. There's got to be like some blind island out there where they all live. Cause I think I've seen like 4 blind people my whole life.
I think that's called the hill.
There are 43 million people living with blindness.
Oh my
my
god.
gosh.
Where?
They can't tell us because they can't see.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I wonder how many people are blind and deaf.
How many people are blind, deaf, and gay? That's got to be really low.
And a twin.
We're talking negative percentages. 2.3% of humans were born a twin. Nigeria has the highest number of identical twins in the world.
I wonder why that is. It's got to be the air quality.
What?
Do you know why,
No,
Alec? Why is Nigeria the highest? Alec?
If I had to guess,
Alex, stop
maybe
eating!
their birth rate is higher than usual based off that other stat
yes.
that their young population is
No,
growing.
that-
Maybe
Jack.
they're just having more kids, so statistically they're just having more twins.
That was Niger.
That was Niger, bro.
Jack. That's crazy, Jack.
It's so all right.
Oh
they're
my
next to each other.
God!
Jack, you just got
Exposed.
exposed. All right.
Oh.
I'm going to bring you back here because 2% of people actually
They're
have
right next to
green
each
eyes.
other. They're right next to each other.
This is the most common in northern regions of Europe. I technically fall into this category because I have like greenish blue. So,
No, you can't claim
Suck
both.
it!
It's either green or blue. You can't have both.
oh,
I have green.
you could suck on it.
You said hazel.
Check does not
Yeah,
have
it's
green.
like close.
2% of humans have a third nipple.
Yeah.
This
Do you also have a
condition-
third nipple that I don't know about?
Okay, Jack's clear. Jack's good.
If we're not counting my belly button, then the answer's no.
I'm gonna assume Alec doesn't, and I definitely don't. Ooh, but I know
Adam has a third
exactly.
nipple on his butt.
Here we go. This is what I was waiting for the entire time. I needed to see how rare it was, and actually, it's way more rare than I expected. 1.5% of the people, they have the ginger ninja. They got that ginger glinja on the top of the pinker.
I actually heard ginger people. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Wow.
So, Alec, have you
keep
ever been to
talking.
Scotland? Do you feel more at home when you're there?
No, I'm Irish. I'm more Irish than you think.
Not Scottish?
No, not the lick of Scotland in me. More Irish. 1% of people are ambidextrous. Did you know that?
No.
A recent study suggested a link with reading and speaking disabilities.
Oh, no. Oh, you can't have it all, I guess.
Did you also know that 1% of people have vitiligo? Michael Jackson had this condition, which causes white patches of skin.
Okay.
Wait, my
I
ass
knew
is
that
slipping.
Michael Jackson had it, yeah.
Yeah, you get rid of that accent.
Yeah, I'll go back to normal. Like normal,
Speaking
like
of
cool
Michael
guy.
Jackson, 1% of humans are psychopaths. Tee-hee, tee-hee, tee-hee. Psychopaths only feel happiness from their own needs and desires. Tee-hee, tee-hee, tee-hee.
You're too good at acting like a psychopath there. That came naturally.
I think Jack has some crazy inner thoughts, if I had to guess. Like, I think Jack is a psychopath, but really doesn't want to be. And so he tries his best to be on, good behavior.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, see,
Next question.
0.9% of humans were born on a leap year.
Day.
A leap day. Sorry, leap day. Which is,
If
I
you were
mean, it's
born on a leap
year.
day, comment down below.
You're probably only like 4 years old.
0.66% of people are millionaires, and the average age of a millionaire is 61 years old.
Make it rain. Most
Wow.
people become millionaires based off of their home and the stock market. True story.
Oh, just like
Noted.
just owning property that gets more valuable over time.
They call that appreciation, yes.
So like people like maybe 30 years ago bought a home for $200,000 and it's now worth $1 million. So now they're technically a millionaire because they have $1 million
would
in
be-
assets.
Millionaire. See,
Yeah.
senor.
Wow, that's crazy. 0.5% of people, I didn't know this existed at all, but apparently 0.5% of people have red eyes? Red?
And it
R-E-D-Eyes.
mostly affects albinos.
Oh.
The heck? They got all sorts of issues going on.
Yeah, I guess
I've
it must
never seen
correlate.
someone have red eyes. I've seen people
Fine.
have blue skin before. I've never seen red eyes.
I mean, you get red eyes when like something gets in your eye and then you wipe it a bunch.
No,
So
but that's
there's
like the
that.
white part of the eye that turns red. Like this must
Yeah.
mean the actual color part, whatever that's called. Your
That is
pupil.
pretty insane, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All right, finally, something I can relate to.
Yeah, okay,
0.25% of people have the genius level IQ. This is an IQ score of over 160. This means you are considered a genius. I know you boys can't relate, but I'm in the 0.25%.
Nope. Collectively, we had an IQ of 118.
Adam, I
yeah.
think a naked mole rat is smarter than you.
Okay.
Rats are pretty smart.
0.1% of humans were born in triplet.
Oh, we're moving on from my genius level IQ.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a joke.
2 triplets may be born identical and 1 not identical.
My
is
oldest
such a
brother's
sad
wife
fact.
is a triplet.
Are they all identical?
2 of them are.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This is gonna get insane. 0.1% of people have an extra finger. Okay.
If you had
they
an
are
extra
called-
finger, would you get it removed?
I
They're
would keep
called
that all day.
polydactyls.
Dude,
I
imagine.
would probably balance it out on my other hand.
I would be in the NFL right now if I had 6 fingers. Come on.
No, you would be in a zoo.
Well, no, I'd be in a zoo if I was 0.045% of people that have webbed toes.
Would you rather have an extra finger or an extra toe?
An extra finger. But is it weird that I feel like if someone had an extra finger and touched me with their extra finger, that it would be gross?
I'd like it.
I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like that's how I would feel. Like, ew, your extra finger touched me. Why
but why is that gross? Like, it's just a finger.
Yeah, just a normal finger.
I think I'd use that extra finger for like dipping sauce, like for dipping. If I just want a little taste
Yeah.
of stuff.
How are you gonna say that I have diabetes and then say something like that? That is the fattest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Would you guys rather have your extra finger between this and the thumb, right there, or like coming out of your pinky side?
Pinky.
I would rather have it like right where my tailbone is, just so whenever my butt's itchy, just a little scratchy.
That's called
this
a tail,
guy is so weird. Web feet would be helpful for swimming.
The web toes are sick. You're half man, half mermaid.
Yeah, I feel like that would hurt.
I want to meet somebody that has that.
Oh, imagine a paper cut.
Oh, no, Alec, no.
Moving on, 0.03% of people have heterochromia, which is where you have two different colored eyeballs.
I know someone that has that.
Oh, the girl from Darman has that. The mom.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Why are you so hype about that?
Oh, it's because it's the only. I was trying to think of people. That was the only person I could think of.
All right.
No, everyone, like people watching, know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about. That's a crazy callback. Yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you. I don't remember much, but what I do remember is fun.
You do remember moms.
Speaking of, 0.02% of people are intersex, which means that they are male and female.
Oh,
Come on, just pick one.
interesting.
Next question.
That sounds very confusing.
That would be awesome, or that would stink. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. 0.004% of people are dwarfs, which means that they are a human adult that is under 4'10".
There are 650,000 people in the world with dwarfism.
I feel like 4'10" isn't.
Yeah, that's
like,
not-
I mean, it's short, obviously, but it's not like insane. It's not like.
No, not at all. No, there's a lot of women that are 4'10", and also too, did you know that if you are 4'10" and lower, you do qualify to be handicapped?
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
That's just a fun little fact. All right. Well, on the
just a factoid.
on the opposite end, 0.0005% of people are giants, which means that they are over 7 feet tall.
So a couple of them are in the NBA. I would say a lot of them are in the NBA.
I think all of them are. If you're 7 feet tall and you're not playing basketball, I don't know what you're doing.
Well, a lot of people have some sort of disease that makes them tall.
Abraham Lincoln.
Is it called
Yeah,
gigantism?
and it might
No,
be
it's someone with an
gigantism.
M.
Mitochondria is the
No.
powerhouse of the cell.
Okay.
I don't know, but I know for a fact that a lot of people that are that tall can't really move their body like normal sized people can. They don't have the flexibility. They don't have the quickness of normal people. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that probably stinks.
Marfan syndrome.
Alec just had a stroke.
Alec learned a new word.
0.0004% of people are billionaires. And some people like Elon Musk are hundreds of billionaires. So they're even the way less percentile than that. That's crazy.
The crazy part is a lot of billionaires actually don't actually have all of that cash. A lot of people think that they have it like in a bank account, but a lot of it comes from their stock in their company. So if they actually did dissolve their stock to get the $1 billion, their company would go, it would die.
Right. So what you're saying is they don't really, like, they don't have the money to spend it. They just own things that come, like, they're worth that much.
It's
I see.
based off their evaluation. There's not many. There's like probably such an even smaller percent of people that actually have $1 billion like that they have access to.
Right, I see. Well, even less than that, 0.0003% of people have been struck by lightning. And someone named Roy Sullivan got struck 7 times.
He
True
must
story.
Good Lord.
He must be built out of lightning rods.
I feel like that is the origin story for a superhero.
Shazam.
Well, in this case, I feel like after 3, he was probably put in a wheelchair.
Or maybe he likes the feeling of it.
Yeah, he just constantly stands on top of a mountain.
Because after 2, I'd stay inside.
0.0002% of humans have actually won the lottery.
Dang.
I saw a stat the other day. I forget the exact number, so I'm probably wrong. But it was something along the lines of the lowest 5% income people buy like 90% of the lottery tickets.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's true. I also watched this really cool YouTube video about these older elderly couple that actually rigged one of the lotteries, one of like the state lotteries. They actually did the math and they were able to buy enough tickets to secure that they would win. And then they just won a bunch back instead. So it was worth buying like hundreds of thousands of tickets.
Well played.
Crazy story. I know. Big math.
Okay, this stat is kind of insane. 0.0001% of people are unable to feel pain.
Most of them actually end up dying because they can't feel pain,
Yeah.
so they don't understand what would actually kill them. And most of them die at a very young age.
Oh my gosh.
That is
They
very
definitely
sad.
like you could just get set
So
on
it's
fire,
actually
like
good
put your
that
hand
we
over the
feel pain.
stove.
Yes,
Yeah,
pain
that's
is good. It's a
I mean,
natural response.
Yeah, it's your brain tells you no, don't do that, you'll die if you keep doing that. That's pretty much.
And I believe too, the people that are unable to feel pain also don't have like the adrenaline response when they're supposed to be scared.
Also, no pain, no gain. It's a big
Literally.
one. It's a big one.
Yeah, literally.
And last but not least, 0.0000001% of people have elf ears. Now, I've never met anyone that has elf ears, but I have met someone who has vampire teeth, and his name is Adam Beck. I mean, look at those things. They are sharp, they are long, they are huge, they are strong. Probably even more rare than these elf teeth. Those are insane.
Only 0.00001% of people have elf ears. But unfortunately, bad parenting isn't nearly as rare. Let's take a look at some of the worst parent punishments of all time. Starting with
1 in 1.5 parents do this. They interrupt you when you speak. Show your kid the minimum level of respect and listen to what they have to say.
But what if they're yapping, bro? What if they're yapping about a bunch of nonsense? Like, hey,
That's
Mom,
what I'm saying.
Shut up!
Look,
Shut up!
I mean, that's why a lot of parents do it.
Here's a hot take. If you're young, you have to respect your parents and respect elders in general, even if you don't want to.
Even
Until
grandma.
you're
Even grandma.
an adult.
Oh, that was
Next
it?
up-
I thought you were going to keep going.
I thought there was a big butt coming.
He said hot take. I thought it was actually going to be a good take.
No, that was it. I'm just
All right,
saying,
all
if
right.
you're a child and you get interrupted by an adult, probably shut up and listen. Anyway,
Give everybody respect. Listen to people and be listened to. It's super easy.
that's right. Next up, 1 in every 2 parents do this.
That's 50%.
Yeah, so 50% of parents embarrass you in front of your crush. To
Nah.
be fair, it's not hard for your parents to be cringe.
Oh, that is kind of crazy. Alec, has that happened to you? Is that why you didn't have a girlfriend in elementary and high school and middle school?
In college?
That's why I did
In
it.
college.
No, that's not why. It's
Oh, okay.
for other reasons. But I'll admit it, when I'm a parent, I will probably do that, but mostly because I think it's funny, not because I'm like accidentally trying to embarrass my children. I'll just embarrass them on purpose because it's funny.
Did you know that little Alec used to pee the bed until he was 12 years old? Like, that's kind of funny.
That's not true, but in the 3rd grade, I had to do a play, as a lot of kids in America have to do, and I auditioned for the main role in front of my entire grade, and I got so nervous. I'm up on stage, the entire class is sitting in front of me, probably like 50 kids, and I peed my pants really bad. It's very embarrassing, and I just ran off the stage.
And your dad recorded and posted online?
No, it was just the students and our teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really embarrassing. So I ended up not getting the role that I auditioned for, which was
That wasn't in the script.
I think I auditioned for Romeo, and
You
instead
acted more like Juliet.
right, and instead they ended up giving me a position where I dressed up as a big giant blue fluffy bird, and I sat down crisscross applesauce and played the xylophone in the corner.
That's pretty good. I had a similar role where I was stage crew. So I just cleaned up the stage after they were done. Good times.
Next up, 1 in 3 parents do this. That's 33%. They be a control freak.
Control freak.
They be being a control freak. Kids without enough independence are most likely to rebel later on.
Now I
I'm a
don't
robot.
know. Now I don't know if this is.
That's
Now, I
also
don't
known
know
as a
if-
Karen.
Now I don't know if this is true, but I think that more parents are control freaks when they only have one child, because that is where all their attention goes. But if you have multiple siblings, then it's hard for the parent to like control each of their kids equally. You know what I'm saying?
It's also very different for different races. Some races, the parents are very hard on their kids, very strict with their kids because they want them to be successful in life. But a lot of times it actually backfires, and the kid, they start to rebel because they don't like their parents telling them what to do all the time.
Yeah, I think it's a culture thing, and I think in like, for example, Asian culture, they're really they're strict on their kids to where a lot of them end up being like mathematicians and physicists and doctors.
But they're all depressed.
Are they? I don't
Comment
know.
down below if your parents are a control freak.
1 in 5 parents do this. They smack you.
Oh, here we go.
Physical punishment is never the way to get your kids to behave, some people say.
Alec disagrees. It looks like his hand's up. Here we go.
Alec is about to smack himself. It shows.
I think Alec got smacked. I think he's just saying he's a part of that 1 in 5.
Alec, point to the spot where they got
Where
you.
did they touch you, Alec? No. With kisses? Did they smack you with kisses, Alec?
They smacked their lips against yours?
No, but on a real, my dad did hit me.
Sorry. Wait, that's not even... my bad.
But no, honestly, I'm not
You
like
liked it?
I don't have any like I don't have any trauma or anything. I was acting up. I was acting up.
sounds like you have
and
some
and
deep
look,
stuff.
I deserve to get hit sometimes. You
Is that
deserve
what he
to
told
get
you?
hit.
I'm sorry,
What'd you do,
Alec.
Alec? What'd you do?
This is
I
really...
was-
You beat your
This is about
pants
to
in front
turn
of the
into a
whole
therapy.
school.
This is about to turn into a therapy session.
We were just at the dinner table because my family loves to eat dinner together, which I respect. And I said some things to my dad that I really should not have said. It was very, very,
Daddy,
very
this
mean.
chicken sucks!
And in fact, he went for like one swipe and I dodged him. And then I stared at him again and I gave him the nana and boo boo and then boom, got me good.
Daddy, you be
And-
bald.
Then he
that
sent
what
me
you
to
said
my
to him?
room.
I would just get smacked in the back of the head. Nothing major.
I got a lot of ear pulls and a lot of booty smacks. And there was the occasional face smack. That one was more rare.
This was all from your dad.
That was from your girlfriend?
From my dad mostly, but also my grandma.
Oh yeah, she's vicious.
Alec has definitely got one of these before. 1 in 8 parents do this. They force you to have a bad haircut, like the classic pudding bowl on your head and cutting all the hair underneath it. Alec, you don't have to keep your hand raised. You can talk.
They forced you?
Nobody's gonna smack you, Alec. This isn't your
Well-
childhood anymore.
About 3 times in my life, I had a very serious case of what's called lice, and my dad wasn't having it, so he just took a razor and vroom, like
guess
as
that
bald
counts.
as a cucumber. So
guess that
That's
counts.
respectable though.
is it? That's I mean I
That's what I would do.
So the next day, I'll never forget. I was in the 2nd grade. I got my head shaved bald, and everybody knew it was because I had lice, not because I was trying a new style. I go in bald. I had a crush that was in my class
What was
the
his name?
entire day.
What was his name?
No, it was a girl. Her name was Allison.
Oh,
you do
Miss
you. You
Allison.
do you.
And
in Wonderland?
let me finish my story.
sorry.
Anyway, so I went into class bawling my eyes out. I didn't want anyone to see me. I spent all 8 hours in school in the bathroom, legitimately in the bathroom on the toilet.
Go ahead.
And I didn't leave until school was over, which probably made things worse, to be honest. I probably should have just owned it and like rocked it.
Yeah, because now your girl crush thinks that you have bowel movement issues, and I think that's worse than being bald.
She thinks you're bald and have diarrhea.
Right. I
that's
should
a
have
double
just owned
whammy.
it.
Your dad should have ran in there and smacked the crap out of you.
Get back to class!
He did the second I got home.
Oh, for sure.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I love my dad, by the way. PSA, I do love my parents and my family. Just putting it out there. Next, 1 in 16 parents do this. They give you an iPad to be quiet. Okay.
I think it's way
That's
higher
crazy.
nowadays.
Did you
It's
know?
gotta be higher.
Did you know that Gen Z has the lowest attention span at just 1.3 seconds?
What?
I think we're technically a part of Gen Z.
Wait, Alec, what'd you say?
I think so as well. And this is actually something that I've thought of a lot when I have kids. Like, when am I going to give them technology? Because I do believe that, like, giving a child an iPad or phone to play on can, like, damage their brain.
How are they supposed to watch more Beck Bros?
Well, they won't. And that's okay.
What?
Yeah. Until they're a little bit older. Until they're like 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. That's when I think they can
Yeah.
indulge in that sort of stuff.
After you smack them around and give them a bad haircut.
Exactly. You know, the first 4 years of life, there's research and studies on this. The first 4 years are your most important years as far as development goes. And so I'm not giving my kid any iPad for the first 4 years at least.
Well, we grew up without even smartphones. I didn't have my first smartphone until I was 13, and all it could do was play Brick Breaker. That was it.
That's true. Technology's too crazy these days. I don't trust it.
I love it. 1 in 20 parents send you to Sunday school. Who goes to school on Sunday? Sunday is the day of rest.
That's like
No,
the
it's,
devil's work
it's
right
not
there.
school. I don't know if it's school though. I think it's more like of a church thing.
Oh,
it's not like
okay,
it's not
that's
like
God's
actual
work there.
classes. Yeah, like you go there because I used to go to Sunday school back in the day, but it wasn't like I had to do math and arithmetic. It was like we learned about Jesus, the Holy
okay.
Man.
Yeah.
Wait,
I went to Sunday school a few times, and we would play basketball. We would learn about
Yeah, see?
God. They would ask for money sometimes, but I didn't have any.
This is titled the most evil parent punishments. I don't think that it's not that bad. It's definitely
Well,
gonna get
I
worse
think
as we
that's
go
fine.
along, but like so far it hasn't been that bad.
Well, right, we're still in the beginning.
Other than the smacking, that's pretty bad.
Most kids don't want to go to school on Sunday though.
Nah, Sunday's a time to play Call of Duty.
I mean, most kids want their iPad though. This is evil parenting. Next up, 1 in 30 parents give too many Christmas presents. Spoiling kids just creates entitlement and unrealistic expectations.
It's what happens, guys. If you have too many presents, then you're just gonna be spoiled, and you're gonna think, oh my gosh, all these presents are awesome, and then you're gonna grow up, and then you're gonna be like, why is nobody getting me more presents?
I have a
and
prime
then you're gonna
example.
be really angry.
Prime example, Beck Bro Mary.
Oh,
Jack, I think Jack's
Jack
the
gives
culprit
too
number
many
one
presents.
for getting her too many presents.
Culprit number
I
2.
swear,
Me.
every single Christmas, these two guys. I mean, I get it. They love their little sister, and they want to get her a whole bunch of presents. But there's like a whole new car that they get their little sister every year. I'm like, oh my god, guys, relax.
Expensive. She has expensive taste. What can I say? She learned after me. I also have expensive taste, and it just happens sometimes.
She's
Do
actually
you think that she might?
She's currently
feel
in
more
Costa
entitled?
Rica right now. She's currently in Costa Rica on a vacation.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, yeah. Oh,
She'll figure it out.
Yeah,
She
don't
had
get me
chances,
started.
So this is all just for that.
Yeah.
So she's good now.
She's good. She's good. You worry about your family, Alec.
yeah. No, that's my bad. I overstepped.
Because this one was definitely you. 1 in 38 parents do this, banning you from meeting friends. That's why Alec has none.
What does that mean?
Banning outdoor play can hinder a child's physical and social development. So, like, what sort of sick and cruel parent would not let their kids have friends?
This is actually
that is
evil.
messed up.
I guess no. It's saying that they have friends, but then they're like basically grounding them from doing anything. It seems like. So this is like 1 in 38 parents will ground children.
I see.
To make sure that they can't go outside, they can't play video games, they can't see their friends. They just gotta like be in solitary confinement.
That's how
To be honest, I don't think I ever got grounded. Like, my
just got
parents would
smacked.
punish me in certain ways, but they would never say, like, you're not allowed to do anything for a week, you know? That never happened to me.
I think a good punishment is maybe like taking away a phone, but not having them play outside. Like playing outside, that's how you build character. That's how you get into nature. That's how you disconnect.
Well, I don't know how your
evil.
parents were, but mine were very, like, go do whatever. Like, I would just get on my bike and go around the entire neighborhood, go hang out with my friends. My parents would have no idea where I am for the majority of the day. And then I would just come back at night and be like, oh, hi, Mom.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, they're like, dude, you're
Is that
21. Like,
normal
move
still?
out of the
Do
house
pa-
now.
I mean, I don't talk to kids
as
anymore.
Normal still.
I don't
mean,
think-
I'll sometimes when I go outside like once a month, I will see children on bicycles just kind of doing their own thing. So I think that there are still kids out there that do that. But if you guys do that, comment down below.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious if that's still, like, a thing that people do.
Don't be too
They
curious,
probably
Alec.
do it.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
They probably all meet up and then they watch iPads.
Guys, come on, please tell me. And tell me where you go. I'm kidding.
Next up, 1 in 50 parents do this. They spy on search history. Not respecting boundaries will cause trust issues later down the line.
Dang. Okay,
Surprised it's not more. 1 in 50. That's only 2% of parents that do that. And I think, like, technology now, it can be scary. There's a lot of weirdos out there.
Especially on Roblox.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see how parents would want to know what their children are doing online. So I'm actually surprised it's not more.
I'll be honest, I don't think either of my parents knows how to check search history. So maybe that's why more parents don't do it, because they just don't know how.
I don't know how.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Next up, 1 in 80 parents force their kids to get married
gosh.
to a stranger?
Yep, they're all from
To a
India.
stranger. Yeah, that's...
It's rare
I think
here.
that is one of those, it's like a cultural thing to force your kids to get
It says
married.
50%.
Where we live, that doesn't happen. I've never heard of that ever happening, ever. Like, not even a consideration.
It's 50% of marriages globally are arranged. That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, India's population is about, like, 3.5 billion.
Oh, wait, that's true.
Maybe.
India, it
so.
happens in China,
Probably-
I believe,
yeah,
too.
probably
Yeah,
China.
there are studies out there that do kind of lead into that arranged marriages have a lower divorce rate than non-arranged marriages. Oh. So there's something there.
Yeah, maybe they're forced to stay in it, though, or something. I don't know. No, like, I don't want to
I don't know.
peculiarate,
My friend Anish, his parents arranged marriage. They love each other.
But how did Anish come out?
He's okay. You know, he's doing
Is
things.
he looking for his arranged marriage, or he's gonna find it on his own?
I think he's hoping that his dad set something up. quick.
Nice. 1 in 100 parents call you fat.
No, don't do this. Parents, if you're watching this, don't call your kid fat.
Oh,
You can
yeah,
call him
that's-
chubby. You can call him a little fatty, but don't call him fat.
Put your hand down, Alec. You can talk.
This one's got me good.
That one hit him at home.
This one wasn't necessarily my parents, although I'm sure they have said some things, but the one that burns deep, and I'll never forget it, my grandma. I think she might be evil the more I
It
think about her.
sounds like your grandma smacked you, punched you, spit on you, and called you fat.
Well, listen to
Doesn't
this
she
one.
still call you fat?
She still calls me fat. I mean, come on. Like, look, I get I could lose a little bit of weight, but I'm not fat. But listen to this one. We were barbecuing. Okay, we had a barbecue going. BBQ. My grandma, in all dead seriousness, looks at me in the eye in front of my entire family and tells me, Alec, go stand over top of the barbecue to burn your fat off. No joke, no laugh, no smile, nothing. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm like,
Hold on, wait. Can you say that one more time?
yeah. So
Alec, go stand
over the barbecue to burn your fat off.
over the barbecue flames to burn away your lethal amount of fat. Okay.
Yeah.
Writing that down for later.
I mean, she's like ancient now, so maybe back in her day, that was some sort of technique that they used to burn fat. Oh, and I should have told her, no, you, Grandma, you do that, fatty. That would have got her.
So she definitely called her kids fat too.
I don't think so, because they were in very good shape growing up. They had like
okay.
6-packs and stuff, and
Maybe because she called them fat originally.
I didn't.
She motivated them.
Could be.
Maybe that's why you're in shape now, because she called you fat.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like the position I'm in, so everything that's happened to me in the past, I don't have any disdain for it.
Don't worry, Alec, you're not alone. My mom has called me fat on multiple occasions. Next up, 1 in 30 parents do this. Spitting in your face. It's important to communicate in
That's
a calm
insane.
and mature way. This sets the right example.
That
Don't be
one-
spitting on
no.
people.
I did get spit on the face by my parent, but it was an accident. He was just talking. Yeah. It was
I'll
on
admit-
purpose, so I won't take it. I won't take it.
I'll
to
admit, there are quite a few of these punishments that I like low-key am okay with. Like, I understand how
Whoa.
they're a thing.
You cancel Christmas?
No. But my next point was going to be, but spitting in your kid's face is just like, that's unacceptable. That cannot happen. That's
Right.
insane. And I
What
would
about
even
their
say,
shoes?
What if they
that could
crashed?
be-
What if you had a brand new Range Rover 2025 with all
Can
the
you
new
let me
tech,
finish a single point?
and then they crash the car? You spit in their face.
No, you still don't spit in their face. That's when you can slap them.
Okay. Oh.
That's when you can hit them. Maybe.
Alec, that's illegal now.
We are getting to the nitty gritty here. 1 in 500 parents force their kids to join the army? What? Forget parents. Did you know that 20 countries still enforce mandatory conscription?
It's true. Yeah, a lot of countries will force, young men to go into the military, serve time, because it's a lot of people think it's good for you. It sets up discipline. It sets up the way of life. It sets up the rule of command in your life. A lot of people
That's
think
right.
that it's actually a good thing to join the army.
Yeah, my dad was forced to. He grew up in France, and so he served for a couple years. And I know people in Russia had to as well. I think it was just a lot more common in like European countries.
Yeah, it still is to this day.
I don't want to go.
1 in 650 parents delete your social media profile. Mom, no!
Monsters.
Teach social media safety.
You're supposed to get
Don't
the
just
likes
ban
and the
it.
attention.
Well,
They
here's the
hate us.
thing. What if your kid is on social media and is posting, let's say, graphic images
Little
that,
Timmy
that,
would
that,
never.
that you disagree
Not
with,
Timmy,
and you're
not-
like,
not our
and
Timmy.
you're like little Timmy or little Stephanie. We can't be having this.
I don't have a girl. I only
yeah,
have
we
a
only
boy.
have guys.
Okay, do you see what I'm getting at though? Like, and then like, as a parent, you're like, you can't be doing this. I'm
Yes,
deleting
yes,
your account.
Yes.
You can't
Alec,
do that.
You're making a good point here. It's basically like the trolley situation. Do you kill just one or do you kill the whole pile
Whoa,
of people? Does it
nobody
really
brought
even
up
matter?
killing.
So what I'm just saying is you can go two ways here, right? One, you delete your social media profile. You just get rid of it. Poof, Thanos snap, gone. However, kids are smart these days. Kids are honestly sometimes smarter than
got the
parents.
fake
And they
accounts.
can get around.
Yep.
They
That's
can
true.
get around it. They can log in at school. They can go on the school computer. They can ask friends to log in for them. They're gonna figure out how to do it. So you might as well go the lighter route. You might as well teach them about the safety of the internet. Maybe do some scare tactics and talk about all the bad things that could happen if they keep acting this way. And then they'll be like, they'll stop.
Which brings up.
Yeah, but if they don't stop, sometimes you have to take serious measures.
Then no, you send them to the army.
No, you guys are getting this all wrong. All you got to do is gaslight them. Which brings us to our next one. 1 in 800 parents actually gaslight their children. I love manipulation.
I think that that's probably 1 in 2, but like so many parents did not want to admit it, and they were just gaslighting when they were asked about it.
I would say
No,
it's
I never
way
do
higher.
this.
Bro, it's way higher. I'll give you one example. Actually, I'm not sure if I should say it because we do have some younger. I'll whisper it. I can't say it, actually. I can't.
I think he's
I'll type
gaslighting
it.
us
I'll
right
type it.
now, Jack.
That was the first time I saw Alex filter actually filter.
Jack, I
That's
think
crazy.
Look, I
he
don't want to
gaslighted
ruin
us.
childhoods, but look in chat. Look at you know what I'm talking about. That's
He just sent a
gaslighting
picture of his
children.
bare butt.
I don't think that's what they're talking about. Like lying and gaslighting, I feel like are two different things.
All right, how about something like with chocolate or like if you make a face, it's gonna stay there forever. That's gaslighting, I think.
I don't know. I think
No,
gaslighting is
no.
like basically misremembering things, like saying that one thing happened when something completely different happened.
Yep.
It's like
Oh,
a
I
certain
see.
form
and
of lying.
And because they have authority over you, you kind of have to just say, okay, mom, sure.
You could,
You're right.
or you argue, but like a gaslighting mom, especially a gaslighting Karen, that is the final boss of parents. That
is
right
a
there. You do
nuke.
not want to mess with a
a
gaslighting
nuke.
Karen.
Wait, look at this next one. 1 in 1,000 parents kick you out on your 18th birthday. That's called doing the literal bare minimum. I feel like it would be more.
Are they including
Than that.
sending them to college or just like you're done? Get out.
I mean, legally, you're responsible for your kid from ages 0 to age 18. As
Yeah.
soon as they turn 18, they are fully responsible for themselves according to the law.
Yeah, honestly, I do kind of get why this is so rare now. I feel like back in the day it was probably less rare, but in today's day and age, it's really hard to buy a house at the age of 18. Actually, pretty much impossible. And so it's hard to like go live on your own at a younger age today than it was like 40, 50 years ago.
All right, we're jumping up again. 1 in 12,000 parents install a secret tracking device. This could be an AirTag. This could be something implanted into your brain so they know every one of your locations. This could be like secretly turning on the share my location on the iPhone. It's pretty much stalking, but I kind of agree with the parents up until a point. Like up until they're probably like 12 years old, I would say it's okay to put a tracking device inside of your child.
Inside of them?
Wait,
no, I meant,
no,
well,
no.
you can't
What
tell
are
the
you
kid.
talking about?
Like implanted into their brain or something, just like a little thing, just so you
I
can
think
keep
that's what they're
tabs.
talking about right now. They're talking about actually actually installing a tracking device like on the person.
Yeah, but Adam, you're saying that's okay to install a tracking device
Up
in
until
your
like
kid?
they're 12, just like a little thing in their skin, they don't even feel it. We say it's like something to control their heartbeat or something. So I'll just gaslight them into thinking that it's a real thing.
I mean, it is crazy to think that people actually do that. However, I mean, I could see the flip side, right? You just want to know where your kid is. As long as you only use that during emergencies, right? Like, let's say your kid's been missing for like 2 days,
Yeah.
and boom, you have this tracking device. Like, it's good for that, but I don't see any other case where that's good.
Parents
I feel
could
like,
abuse it for sure.
yeah, parents are just gonna like be like helicoptering around where their kids are at all times.
You said you were at the arcade.
The problem with that is a kid and their parent should have the most trust between the two of them in a relationship. And that to me is like totally breaking the trust of the two. And once like the day comes that the kid finds out that you have a tracking device installed to them, there's no more trust in that relationship.
They'll never
What if the
find
kid
out.
already knew?
Well, then they'll never trust you, I don't think. That's crazy. I think. Hey, that's my opinion though.
1 in 15K parents give you a fake phone.
Oh, they'll never trust you if you give them a fake phone.
Fake phone. How does that? Why would they? What? That's what? How? Huh?
don't
Well, instead of
know.
giving them the new iPhone,
What
you
does
can't
that
afford it, so
accomplish?
you give them the Android, like kind of a jackass.
No. But an Android is not a fake phone. We're talking about a phone that literally doesn't do anything.
That kid is probably like just a tiny bit special.
Yeah, I don't see that one working.
I wonder if they give them a box, like the iPhone box. So they open it and think it's the iPhone box, and then it's just like some ancient flip phone that doesn't work.
It's a Nokia.
Got him.
All right, next up, 1 in 20,000 parents blame you for their divorce. Emotional abuse causes just as much trauma as a physical smack. That's
Sometimes even more.
Oh, Alec, this is just turning into a therapy session for Alec.
All right, Alec. Let's
let's-
bust out
here's-
the tears.
He had a
Anybody
perfect
have
childhood.
tissues?
He probably peed himself.
Alec, you don't have to say names, but was it your mom or your dad that blamed you? And also, was it true?
Did they?
Was it your fault?
Yeah.
I was 2 when it happened, so I don't know if it was my fault or not.
Probably
You were
cried a
pooping
lot.
too much.
Yeah, he probably peed himself then too.
I can't deal with this freaking kid!
He's a
leaking
faucet. He's a leaking faucet.
I keep slapping him, but he keeps pooping!
We gotta move on. I don't want to stay on this topic too long. 1 in 25,000 parents put your bed in the garage. What?
How cool is the garage, though? Are we talking like
Yeah,
it's a
dude.
sick man cave out there with like Xbox,
That's what
PS5,
I'm thinking.
VR,
No,
big
it's
TV,
empty. It's
golf
obviously
sim.
empty. It's obviously
Maybe
empty.
a little
There's
heater, a
nothing
little
in
AC
there.
unit.
Oh yeah,
What
if
a
there's actually a
crazy
car in there too, that's pretty messed up.
Well, then they can sleep in the car. Maybe it's like a Ford F-150.
Okay.
1 in 30,000 parents make you work for 16 hours a day.
Nah.
Doing what?
But that's the entire day because you sleep for 8 hours.
That seems like child labor a
That
little
is
bit.
definitely child labor. I think that happens in China and in a lot of parts of Africa.
I mean, I've had long days of work when I've been younger, but like it's been pretty basic, right? You
Yeah.
like do your chores, you help with the laundry, you Windex some windows here and there, you vacuum the big room, mow the lawn.
Nah,
I mean,
bro.
max it's like 4 or 5 hours for me.
I would get pissed if I had to take the trash out. I take the trash out. It takes 30 seconds. I'm like, Mom, I'm good. I did it. I did my thing.
No, Mom, no, you can't make me. I refuse.
Pretty much.
That tracks. This next one is crazy. 1 in 45,000 parents get you to lie about dad in court.
Just dad.
That's crazy. What about mom? it's just the mom's gaslighting the kid.
You're gonna say mom was a real piece of work.
No, they lie about dad, not mom.
Like dad beating them?
No, the mom gets the kid to lie about the dad to make the dad seem way worse in
Yes.
court so that the mom can keep custody of the kids.
And she can keep those
Oh.
paychecks coming in.
I thought it was
Right.
dad lying. It sounds like everybody's lying.
Yeah. That was not fun when I had to go through that.
Speed around, 1 in 60K parents leave you in the car on a hot day. 1 in 85,000 parents ban you from school. 1 in 100,000 parents abandon you from a child shelter. Or abandon you at the child shelter, not from.
Oh my god. That's awful.
1 in 100,000 parents, 1 in 250,000 parents recruit you into a cult called the Mormons.
That one's crazy. What? Well, I guess if they're already in a cult, then I mean.
Yeah, if the
it
parents
makes
are in a
sense.
cult, it makes sense to recruit their kid into a cult.
Yeah.
Like it adds up. I'm not saying it's a good thing to do. I'm
The
just saying it
numbers are
adds up.
massive. Yeah.
And
I didn't
also,
realize that's actually a lot though compared to how many people there are in the world. 1 in 250K is like that's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
I do wonder though, like what is the actual definition of a cult? Because I think a lot of people could technically be in a cult, you know? Like if it's just, oh, I follow this way of thinking, then a lot of parents would then teach their kids to also think that way, and so now the kid is in that cult too.
The Mormons.
patrons.
Like if everybody that subscribed to more Beck Bros.
Guys, join our cult. We'll start a
Join
cult.
the cult.
Bung-ho.
Your parents not gonna like it. They're not gonna like it, but do it anyway.
1 in 500K parents have a prison cell bathroom. 1 in 1 million parents wake you up with cold water. 1 in 1.5 million parents only give you dog food to eat.
Nah, get out
Not
of
even
here.
cat food. Seriously, that's crazy.
Not even cat food. Actually, cat food's pretty good. I think there's like salmon in there, maybe sardines.
There's fresh fish in there.
Yeah, dog food is awful. Dang.
Alec just typed in chat India.
Yeah, what? What?
Is that a previous reference, or
I think
did you see
I
something
think that was
in the news?
That was probably a delayed one. From the arranged
Yeah,
marriage.
that was from an earlier one.
That was probably
my
from
bad.
arranged marriage.
Come on,
Yeah, that's
my bad.
crazy. Okay, next up we got 1 in 5 million parents send you to the circus. Did you know that parents sold their kids for as little as $2 during the Great Depression? Makes sense.
Hold on, wait. How much was $2 worth back then?
Yeah,
$2
yeah. You got to check for inflation.
during Great Depression worth.
It's got to be
now.
$200,000, right?
Okay, all right, guys, hear me out.
How much?
They were selling their kids for $38.50.
Oh my god! Whoa! That can almost get you 3 bowls at Chipotle.
That can buy you 1.5 pizzas
Wow, that's crazy.
for your
They
child.
sold their kid for nothing.
Well,
back
think
then.
about it. Well, think about it though. A child has a lot of incurring costs too, so they're actually saving a lot of extra money on top of making the $2.
Yeah, if you have a kid, right, and you give it up for adoption, I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but like it happens, right? You're basically saving yourself like $200,000.
Yeah, I've heard it's more. I've heard to raise a kid is like $1 million over the course of the 18 years.
Well, it
if your name's
depends.
Mary Beck.
It depends. Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
Mary.
Beckbro Mary. Beckbro
Mary's like
Mary's
$1
probably
billion.
expensive. Whoa! This next one, sorry for yelling, but 1 in 10 million parents throw knives at you when they're angry. Holy
Crazy.
cow!
Yeah,
That's insane.
they definitely have bipolar disease.
I'm trying to think if like my parents have ever done anything near that at all.
These are getting insane.
Nope, can't think. No.
One time my dad got really mad though when he ripped the printer out of the wall and smashed it on the ground and then started stomping on it. Is that close to throwing knives at me at all or no?
Sounds like maybe emotional trauma, but sounds kind of awesome too.
Maybe he
Yeah.
was trying to give you a tattoo in your sleep.
Well, he wasn't, to be clear, he wasn't mad at me. He was mad at the printer because it wasn't printing. So he ripped it out of the wall and
I
slammed
mean,
it.
yeah, that's respectable. If a printer is not printing, then what's it good for?
Right.
You're just taking out the trash.
Oh my God. Look at this next one. What?
1 in 25 million parents give you a tattoo in your sleep.
Those are the parents that also put you in a cult.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
what are we
marking
doing?
you. They're marking
Why
you.
are we?
well,
why are we doing
These
this?
are getting crazy, Jack. These are getting so crazy. 1 in 100 million parents sell your kidney. That's, I mean, if you're going to sell them to the circus, you might as well sell their kidney too and get $262,000. You know?
That's a big
You
profit.
know what I'm saying? Don't do this, though. Parents are really messed up for
No.
that. That's crazy.
This is also highly illegal, guys. You can't just go to a hospital and be like, hey, I got a little Timmy right here. Just take a kidney, and I'm going to cash that in as a check. Thank you. That's not how it works.
I heard recently that somewhere overseas, we'll say Turkey, but it's not definitely Turkey, but a lot of Americans went there to go get a surgery of gastral bypass, something like that.
Yeah, gastral
To make
bypass.
your stomach smaller.
Right, yeah. And when they all came back, they didn't realize for years, but all the surgeons stole their kidneys and sold them.
Yeah, big lawsuit.
So like a bunch of people lost their kidneys because they didn't even know, because you don't know when you get one kidney removed. So they didn't know until like one of them got scanned later. And then, yeah, pretty crazy.
That's the craziest prank ever. Like, got your
It's
kidney.
not a prank, Adam.
Got your kidney.
Not a prank. They stole their kidney and sold them.
That's a
Nah,
that's
bro,
a funny prank.
It's just a prank.
I would
Yeah,
do that
it's
to
just
the
a prank,
boys.
Oh, right.
All right, next up, 1 in 200 million parents run a kid fight club. Nursery workers in Missouri were fired for running a toddler fight club. Okay, that's good. That's
Come
good.
on,
You got to give
Missouri. What are
respect
we
where
doing?
respect is.
Yeah, I mean, it happens a lot in juvenile detention centers. I recently heard where the people, the prison guards, get the kids to fight each other for money.
Where did you
Sounds
hear
awful.
that from? Where'd you? Are you watching these videos?
Just the news.
I used to fight my brothers.
And last but not least, we have 1 in 500 million parents that will create a torture chamber room for their
No.
children.
No, it's a torture chamber playroom, Jack.
There
Very
is
different.
no play
Very different.
happening in that room. There is a picture of a freaking
play.
guillotine, okay?
There's play.
Yeah, I've heard
my
horror
God.
stories of parents doing this, and never, ever do something like this.
A couple did it to 13 kids for decades, and now they're in prison.
Yep, yeah, pretty messed up.
Wow.
So hopefully you guys like your parents a little bit more after watching today's video.
I gotta call my mom.
If you guys enjoy these videos and want to see more just like it, then click right here.